Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome back to yet another live watch-along on channel. In this one, it is the 95th game of this year's World Cup and it is between Switzerland and Colombia here in Vancouver. Let's see how the final round of 16 match will go and who will prevail victorious and make their way, of course, through to the next round, the quarter-finals of this year's World Cup. As always, if you're going to enjoy the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well, and let me know just before kickoff now your score predictions for this one. I'm going to back Colombia because I got them in the sweepstake, but Switzerland are very level in terms of, on paper, these two sides. It is pretty difficult to split the two sides, and I could see Switzerland even winning this one, but I'm backing Colombia for the winning here. Let us know in the chat everyone's thoughts, and welcome in to Cello in the chat. How are we doing, mates? Apologies, guys, but we couldn't do the Egypt-Argentina game. Of course, it ends up being probably one of the best games of the tournament. Absolute typical, isn't it? And it couldn't. My fridge couldn't have broken yesterday because tomorrow's there's no World Cup games. But typical, isn't it? But there we go. It's happened now, and it's a shame we missed an absolute fantastic game. But hopefully, everyone ended up enjoying it anyway. I do apologise about that, but we're here for this one. Switzerland and Colombia, and both sides, of course, have had very strong runs in the World Cup so far. And both sides won their group stage. Of course, for Switzerland, it was 2 wins, 1 draw, 7 points, 7 goals scored as well, and +4 in the goal difference. And as for Colombia, well, they topped Group K ahead of Portugal, Congo and Uzbekistan. 7 points, just like Switzerland. Only 4 goals scored, but 1 goal conceded. And that is a major strength of Colombia's. To be fair to them, they don't concede many goals. In the last one, well, Colombia kept a clean sheet against Ghana. The Black Stars couldn't get past Colombia. And for Switzerland, well, they knocked out Algeria in that one by 2-0. A reward for these two, a chance to play Argentina on Sunday morning in Kansas City. That's the reward that both of these sides are fighting for. And Argentina themselves left it late earlier to come from 2 goals down against Egypt to win and protect, of course, the World Cup, which, of course, they are the holders of at the moment. How is the fridge? Well, the fridge broken, mate, but we've got a temporary replacement. It looked like we could have to pick up a different one, but yeah, a lot. Facebook Marketplace, man, everyone messages you around on there. So that I was looking forward to going picking up, but that didn't happen, so we had to go get a different fridge instead. So still technically looking for a fridge, but hopefully get it sorted tomorrow now. That it's Wednesday and there's no football on tomorrow. And for this one then, the main focus today, let's go through the lineup. So we're going to begin with Switzerland. They've got Kobel in goal, Zakaria right back, Elvedia, Kanji, Rodriguez at the back 4. Into midfielders, the middle 3 of Granit Xhaka, captain in this Switzerland side. Jashari on the left and Freuler on the right of him in midfield. Onto the wings, we've got Raider on right, Ndoye on the left, and Mbolo through the middle for Switzerland today. And going across to Colombia, it is Vargas in goals. Munoz, Sanchez, Lashumi, and Mayuka at the back. In midfield, Lerma, Arias, and Poeta. On the right, captains James Rodriguez for Colombia. On the left, Luis Diaz. And up front, Suarez. No Cordoba in the start 11 for Colombia, but Suarez takes his place. And this one is the final round of 16 match of this year's World Cup. Let's see how this one will play out then. Switzerland all in red. It's Colombia all in yellow and white. And we are underway here in Vancouver for this one. Let's see how it goes, of course. There we go. So up and running now. I want the Swiss to win, says Cello. Interesting choice. It would be a shock, really. Whoever gets through, I think they definitely have a chance of beating Argentina because they just haven't looked great. Both against Cape Verde and Egypt now. They've just looked really shaky. And both of them 3-2 victories, but very narrow games, both of them. And we're back in time to do the extra time if that game did go to extra time. But of course it was a late goal in that one which prevented it. And of course Enzo Fernandez win it for Argentina in that one. Welcome everyone to the chat as well. We will get there in just a second. Josh, how are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here as always. Thank you for joining. Let us know in the chat your score predictions. Who do you think will win this one? The final match of the round of 16 stage before we get into the the serious stuff really from the quarterfinals, isn't it? In that one. Welcome to Footy Talk Show. How are we doing, mate? Gustavo Poeta. Yeah, he's brilliant at Hull, wasn't he? In that season. I remember he come down to Swansea with Hull, and I think Hull lost 3-0 that day. It was the year the Queen died. And Poeta in that match looked absolutely brilliant. I think that was the match week that he got postponed because the Queen died. So it was pushed back that match week. And Poeta in that one was sensational. Footy Talk Show, you can let me know if that was the year. But I'm pretty sure it was. He was really good. Just didn't find the back of the net. But starting for Colombia in this one. We've got Dean. How are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Good evening to you, sir. Switzerland get the ball away. Colombia, who have played some really good football, including a 0-0 draw against Portugal, but they had a late potential winner ruled out. Davinson Sanchez scored that one right at the death against Portugal. But a 0-0 draw. Still a successful result for the South Americans. Welcome in, Scrinson. Big shout out to you. Love you too, mate. 1-1 for Josh. Just been doing some research on Hull's new incoming sport direction. Oh, do tell us more, mate. Do tell us more. 2-1 Colombia. Interesting. Yeah, I've gone score prediction. I haven't actually given my score prediction. I'll go. Both teams will score. 3-1 Colombia. Probably 1-1 at half time. Colombia score early in the second half. Switzerland keep pushing. And then a late goal from Colombia to really seal the deal and get into the quarters to play Argentina. Of course, the fridge breaks when there is one of the best games of the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, timing was awful of that one. Zakaria on the right-hand side here for Switzerland, and he's dispossessed net. One back by Colombia. Up towards Luis Suarez. That seems to be quite a popular name for footballers from South America. Of course, the great Luis Suarez of Uruguay. Of course, played the likes of Barcelona, Liverpool. He needs no introduction. But the Colombian forward needs a bit of an introduction for him. I think it could have been Simon Permanent. But then the EFL didn't let us register him for embargo. Leverkusen went to somewhere in Spain. Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because that was the one where Luke Cundle scored a bizarre goal where Hull completely fell apart at the back and was one of the most comical goals I've ever seen in football. Good for Egypt earlier, guys. Yeah, really sad to see. But it's Argentina. You know, you see at club level whenever someone's beating Man City. More often than not, Man City will claw it back and get something. It's the same on the international stage. Argentina, they're always going to be a threat. Even you could be 5-0 up at half time and Argentina will still give you a run for your money. You support Swans? I do indeed, Cello. I do indeed. The best side in Wales. And a corner for Colombia on this left-hand side. James Rodriguez goes across to take it. He's scored some iconic goals in World Cup history. You have to look no further than the summer of 2014 in Brazil for one of the best moments. Crazy to think he's played for the likes of Everton as well. What a career. And hoping to maybe even bring a World Cup home to Colombia. What a story that would be. And 5 minutes in here, been an even start. Both sides looking quite strong actually. Dean's gone 2-0 Colombia here. Nice. Well, in the early game, for Switzerland, they struggled to take their chances in the opening match against Qatar, where it ended up going a 1-1 draw as the final score. But yeah, they were creating a lot of chances, just not clinical enough in the final third. Sporting director has worked at Fenerbahce and Mourinho and signed likes of Eden Dzeko and Fred. Interesting. Well, Hull certainly need that type of quality this summer, don't they, if they have any chance of surviving. Rodriguez on the left for Switzerland. Good attacking move, and in the end it's Ndoye with a strike into the gloves of Vargas. Good evening, Scrinson too. How are we doing? And that latest chance there for Switzerland, offside. Well, in the Prem I support Man United, but in the Championship I support Cardiff. No way, Cello. Poor choice in my opinion, to be honest, mate. Poor choice for the Championship club. You've had to renew that for someone last season. Who were you supporting last season in the Championship? If you know, you know. Ball at the back with Switzerland, and it's Manuel Akanji, of course, ex-Man City centre-half, now at Inter Milan, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. Akanji, yeah. Elvedi now. And a late challenge there on Elvedi. Referee's called a halt to proceedings here. One we got rid of wanted 4 times more. Who's currently on? It's crazy, isn't it? But in football, to be fair, the money anyone's on is mental, really. Wages in any job in sport have gone through the roof, let's be fair. Hopefully you all enjoyed the question of the day today as well. If you haven't already, be sure to check that one out and give it a little watch. Someone injured? Yeah, Elvedi. Elvedi injured. Out to the left-hand side it goes for Manuel Akanji. Back out to the right, Elvedi. Some bird outside is dying or crying. Mixture of both, I think. Akanji once again. Over halfway. Left-hand side, and it's Rodriguez, who really impressed within the last Euros. He was honestly one of the best left-backs in that tournament. And Rodriguez is a big part of this Switzerland side. Just bit my tongue there. Midfield, and one back by Colombia. Switzerland not creating enough there. And it's Luis Diaz. Runs the ball out of play, but deflection means it's a Colombian throw-in, I think. No, Lino's changed his mind. Slow start to this one then. Still waiting our first big chance. 8 minutes in. Let us know your thoughts on the game earlier on between Argentina and Egypt. What are your thoughts? I didn't manage to see any of the goals, actually. Every time I looked at the screen, it was... I seen Messi miss a penalty, but Messi scored the late equaliser, didn't he? I'm pretty sure. I'm watching it on my phone. I'm watching the game on my TV. Love that, Cello. Thank you very much, mate. Goes a long, long way. And thank you very much for coming back on the channel as well. Fantastic support. Really does mean a lot. Good play there from Colombia midfield. Out to the far side, it's spread here, where Daniel Munoz of Crystal Palace is waiting on the ball. Back into midfield. Rodriguez finds Jefferson Lerma, also of Crystal Palace. They really have contributed well to this Colombian side, haven't they, Palace? Rodriguez fouled on the ball. Referee gives the advantage to Colombia. 9 minutes played here. What minute then, guys, do we think the first goal is going to be scored? A lot of you have predicted some, well, mid-scoring games. 2 to 3 goals in most of the predictions. So what minute is the first goal going to be scored? I'll go with the 17th minute. Puerta, ball forward, won back by Granit Xhaka, who has committed his future to Sunderland in the Premier League after Chelsea and Xabi Alonso come in with an offer, but the Swiss captain reluctant to move away from the Stadium of Light, where he's had so much success this year, guiding Sunderland into Europe for next year. What a debut season it was back in the top flight for Sunderland this year. Arias at the back. Back to Davinson Sanchez, and out to the right hand side. 10 minutes played. Still 0-0. 40th minute for Dean. Interesting. A long first half then. We haven't seen any of these games in the round of 16 go to extra time. There's been a lot of late goals though. Of course, last night as well we did the Watchalong, didn't we, for Belgium against USA. That was surprising, really, in my opinion. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, Argentina, they scored 92nd minute. England, there wasn't a late goal in that one, was there? No, but there was a lot of action in that game. Norway, yeah, late goal from Brazil to get on back. Belgium, Lukaku scored late on. Spain got a late winner yesterday against Portugal. Morocco scored a late third against Canada. And France, well, that goal was, wasn't it, about 70th minute? I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, all the games have had relatively late goals and late drama. Let's see if that theme will continue through to this one as well. Throw in for Colombia. Arias on the floor, complaining about his boot for some reason, but just get it on and continue, mate. Come on, it's not that deep. We're here to watch the football, not you try and put your shoes on. You'd think his mother taught him that when he was young, but obviously not for that young lad. Elvedi up towards Frula. Sanchez with a bullet header forward, and it's a big aerial battle here. Finally brought down in midfield by Lerma. Suarez too late to get to that ball, and one back now by the red shirts of Switzerland. Both playing good. Yeah, it's quite an even game so far. Hard to really predict this one. And Bolo, he is dispossessed. And in the sweepstake as well, it's myself as Colombia, David Barlow as Switzerland. So there's the battle there. And free given the way of Colombia. Luis Diaz fouled on this left-hand side. Elvedi, the man getting stuck in for Switzerland. There we go. Well, this one, let me just check the wall chart. Yeah, 96th game of the World Cup, this one. So what, 8 more to go? We got quarterfinals, 4 games, 2 semi-finals, the final and the third place final. So yeah. Does that add up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Into box it goes there for Colombia. Away by Switzerland. Header back across and into the gloves of Cobble. Switzerland number 1. Been a solid pair of hands for Switzerland. Ball the back. Here's a Kanji now. Can Switzerland start to build into midfield? And it's Xhaka. Back to Akanji once again. Switzerland building, just having a bit of possession. Out to the left-hand side, what a ball that is. And Rodriguez is on his bike. Into the box it goes. And Colombia flying over to block that cross. And it's Davinson Sanchez who gets in the way there of the later Switzerland cross. Let's be honest, both teams cannot beat Argentina. Well, you never know. Honestly, I think both sides can. I hate to disagree with you, but I do think both of these sides can beat Argentina. Because let's be fair, Cape Verde, Egypt, they're not of high quality either. And they've only just missed out on beating them. So Switzerland and Colombia, sides with a bit of quality in their ranks. I think either of these sides could beat them. But obviously Argentina would be overwhelming favourites. But Argentina just haven't been that good this tournament. Obviously group stage, yeah. But in the knockouts, they've got very vulnerable. And haven't looked that great in my opinion anyway. So approaching the 15th minute in this one. 0-0 it remains between Switzerland and Colombia. Let us know how everyone's day has been. What have you all been up to? For me, the fridge broke, so I had to find a replacement fridge and get rid of the one that was broken, of course. And then the one I was meant to be collecting, the person said it's already been sold to someone else. I mean, Facebook Marketplace, man, what idiots are on there selling stuff, because it's just an absolute waste of time, isn't it? Colombia at the halfway line, onto the right-hand side, ball deflected and into the boot of Elvedi. Smashes it forward, up towards Mbolo. He's the target man in this Swiss side. Munoz, back it goes. Out to the right-hand side. Colombia win a free kick. James Rodriguez. Playing as a right winger, but it's sort of that inverted role, isn't it? He's not an out-and-out winger. He's happy to come inside, find find the space and be that creative outlet from midfield for Colombia. And the main wide threat is Luis Diaz, isn't it? I mean, he is sensational. And not that old either, is he? I think he's only coming up to his late 20s now. 27 maybe? Luis Diaz? Might be surprised here. Let's have a look. Luis Diaz, how old are you, mate? 29! Christ. Did not think he was 29. There we go. Learned something new today. Sanchez, out to the right-hand side. Lerma in midfield. Forced back to Davinson Sanchez yet again. And Colombia at walking pace now. As both sides like to really build up from the back, play an exciting brand of football. Who does it better, guys? Switzerland or Colombia? Who plays the better football? It's really close, to be fair. Long ball over the top, searching for Luis Diaz, and Zachariah done really well to guard him off there. Majika making a run forward as well. Fair play. Quite a lot of Colombian fans and Switzerland fans here at Vancouver for this match. We're approaching the 20th minute here. Akanji finds Schruller. Left hand side of defence, and it's Xhaka dropping into that role. Finding Rodriguez. Well, it looked to have found him, but the only thing it found instead was the advertising board out off the pitch. I support Al Zawriya. They're basically the Arsenal of the Iraqi League. Oh, okay, mate. Interesting. Can't say I've heard them, not going to lie, but definitely educate us on them. And for you, my friend, we'll probably start keeping my eye on the Iraqi League. Just so I can talk to you about it a lot more, to be fair. Let me know the main sides in there. Let me know. Like the top, I don't know, top 6 sides in that league, in your opinion. Majika for the throw-in. Into midfield, Lerma heads it down and pass it to the right hand side here for Colombia. Switzerland holding their defensive shape well, and they like to overload in midfield, don't they? Out of possession, they tend to hold a 4-4-2 formation, which is what they're doing here. Daniel Munoz. Back to Sanchez. Also, guys, if anyone's new watching the stream and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. We are just 26 away from reaching our target of 2,500 subscribers by the end of the World Cup. If you'd like to help us on our journey, then feel free to hit subscribe. Free to do so as well, which makes it even better, doesn't it? Out to the far side it goes for Colombia. Into the box they go, and Switzerland do enough. And Dye coming back on defensive duties there. And risky at the back there between Elvedi and the keeper Cobble, but Cobble finally takes charge and gets that ball away. Colombia go again from the back. They're starting to put their stamp on this game. But of course, as we know, we're only about 3 minutes away from the hydration break. And the end of the first quarter. Left hand side, Luis Diaz. Inside to Rodriguez. Diaz again. Clips one out to the right. Arias. Sanchez now into midfield. Lerma back to Sanchez once again. Just needs a little bit of... well, it's quite a cagey game, isn't it? Both sides are reluctant to take any risks so far, but both of them have the attacking quality. That's the funny thing. Munoz asking for a bit of support. He has to go backwards, and Lashimi at the back. Left-hand side, Majika. Into midfield, and it's a poor touch, but somehow Colombia still have the ball. They're fighting for it in midfield, and comes away with Colombia. Luis Diaz into the box. He goes short. What a save that is. Great save from Cobble, who matches the effort of the Colombian forward. And that's the first chance, really, of this match. And it goes the way of Colombia. But what a save that is from Cobble. That full stretch to keep it out. And I think it was Puerta, wasn't it? Not Luis Diaz. Aiming for that top right-hand corner. But Cobble was equal to the effort. And now this game really is starting to find its life. James Rodriguez from the far side, in corner. What a save. Oh, mate, it was out of this world. Brilliant save. We've seen a lot of them at this year's World Cup, to be fair. Lots of big saves and big moments and lots of big goals as well, especially this round. A lot of late goals too to add to that list. Colombia in midfield. Out to the right-hand side, where it's Puerta again. And instead of playing on that right-hand side of midfield, it's Arias on the right-hand side midfield and Puerta on the left of Lerma in that midfield trio of Colombia. Sanchez goes back to Vargas, edge of his own box, of course. And 22 minutes in, we've got another minute or so before the hydration break. And as we call it here on the channel, the first quarter of the match is about to finish. But Colombia want to get the breakthrough in this one, and they're dispossessing midfield. Now Switzerland go down the right-hand side, and equal to it is Colombia there. And a forward ball for Colombia is won back by Switzerland. It's like watching a game of tennis at the moment. Neither side able to keep hold of the ball in that latest phase of attacks. Alvedi goes down. Free kick given the way of Switzerland, and nope, that is going to be the hydration break. After the hydration break is when we'll have that free kick now. So first quarter's done then of this match, and we're going to quickly do a little stat update. So Puerta with the only shot on target so far of the game, and it was into the top right hand corner, an XG of 0.06 from that effort. Of course Arias had a shot as well, but that was blocked in the second minute. 42% possession Switzerland, no shots, nothing going forward. The only stat really that's actually got a number that's not 0 next to it is the passes. They've made 99 accurate passes as opposed to Colombia's 136. And Colombia 58% possession, 2 shots, 0.1 XG, 3 touches in the Switzerland boxes, showing a cagey game so far. 2 corners to 1 in favour of Colombia as well at the end of the first quarter here. And so far, a really, really even game. The highest rated players so far for Colombia, we've got Lushimi on a 6.6, Lerma 6.6, and a third 6.6 for Arias in midfield. For Switzerland, their highest players, Kobel 6.7, but Zakaria, the right back, 7.2 already in this one. He seems to be the highest performer so far, but yeah, he's had quite a few defensive duties to do. He's going to be busy today to keep hold of Luis Diaz on the left-hand side. Of course, one of the best wingers in world football, and Zakaria has the job of keeping him quiet in this one. That is a tough ask. I forgot to tell you, I have a jersey of Bellingham from the 2024 Euros. Nice, man. Love that. I think I said his name wrong. I think it's just an I instead of the second E before the G. I before the G. And then an N. BELLINGHAM. Jude Bellingham, who has probably been one of England's best players so far. So just before the water break comes to a conclusion, let's have a look at the bracket quickly. And we've got, of course, as I've said a few times now, the winner of this plays Argentina. The winner of Argentina versus Switzerland or Colombia will play the winner of Norway, England. I think that would be, honestly, favourites would be Argentina there. But I think Colombia versus England in the semis. And I think it'll be France, Spain. France, I don't know, mind. That one really could go penalties, France, Spain. Probably France in the final against England. It's changing all the time. I'm not sure because Now it seems like it would be the World Cup that England go on and reach the final. I don't think they beat France though. That's what I mean. I don't see any sides remaining beating France. I mean, Morocco have a really good chance, but I don't even think they'll. I don't think they'll do it either. Sorry, no. Oh, don't apologise, Sally, mate. Do not apologise, mate. You're all good. You're all good, mate. Elvedi out the back, out to Akanji. So 20 minutes until half time here. Still it remains 0-0. Hopefully you're all enjoying the stream as well. If you are, be sure to drop a like on it. It goes a very long way. Here is Akanji. Cross to Elvedi. And I'm looking forward now to the start of the new season where, of course, the watch-longs will continue. Start of the season. Stoke away on the opening day for Swansea. Might even be going to that one, to be fair. It's not a bad away date. Opening day of the season. That should be fun. I might do Stoke, to be fair. Another ground to tick off. Elvedi. Back to Cobble he goes. Cobble finds Akanji once again. Out to left hand side. Rodriguez finding the spare man, and this time it's Granit Xhaka. Forced to the ground by Lerma. A little Premier League battle going on there between Xhaka and Lerma. Quickly taken by Switzerland. Freuler. Back to Xhaka once again. Out to this right hand side. Where it's Zakaria. On this right hand side. Loads of space to run into. Trying to pick his pass, and the pass went through the Switzerland player. But I think it was Ndoi racing on the end of it. He couldn't get any contact on it to control the ball. Put it back. No worries, Salah, mate. No worries at all. Xhaka out to the left once again. Xhaka. Switzerland starting to have a good feel for the game now and starting to really make their mark on this one. Freuler, Mbolo. Out to the left hand side it goes, and this is nice play from Switzerland, but Colombia cut it out at the back thanks to Daniel Munoz. Throw in Switzerland on the far side. Rodriguez to take. Goes about his business quickly. And of course, a few years ago, Switzerland used to play a back five. Three at the back, four in midfield. To really try and overload that midfield area. But they've gone for a more traditional formation now in the back four. 4-3-3. It looks like an identical formation for both sides, really. Both will look to win that midfield battle, which ultimately looks like it will win the game. Because both of these sides have got some incredible quality within their ranks in midfield. Of course, what Colombia try and do is get James Rodriguez from the right-hand side to come in and be the extra man. Well, Switzerland like to have the runners. Oh, so poor clearance down. The shot from Switzerland in the box, and it's saved by Vargas. All full clearance there from Colombia. And Switzerland just wanted it more, but they are denied by Vargas. One shot each. Cross in from Freuler. Back posted, it's in Doi. Puts it back in. No need to the gloves of Vargas. We stream England, Norway. I won't be able to, mate. I won't be able to on Saturday, unfortunately. So this is going to be the only stream for a while now, actually. Of course, tomorrow I have my predictions out for the quarterfinal stage at this year's World Cup. But won't be able to do... So no football tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, France, Morocco. Can't do that. Friday, Spain, Belgium. Might be able to do that, maybe. I'm not too sure yet. Saturdays, Norway, England. Can't do that. Argentina, Switzerland or Colombia. Won't be able to do that, unfortunately. But then all the other games after that point we can do. Apart from the third place final. But no one's really that interested in that, are they? So we can do all the other games apart from that one. But all the big ones, you know, semi-finals and the final will be covered on the channel. 30 minutes played then. Elvedi on the right-hand side of the fence. 30 minutes played here in Vancouver. I don't think we've had many first half goals at this year's World Cup. That would be something worth looking at. Well, France scored second half. Morocco scored their goals in the second half. Spain, that was second half. USA, Belgium, that was quite a few, weren't there? There was 3 in the first half of that one, so that's 3. Brazil, Norway, they're all second half. Mexico, England, there was a few, weren't there? 3 first halves, that's 6. Argentina, Egypt, I think there was 1. Yep. 7. And then this one, yeah, so 7 first half goals in the round of 16 so far. Shot there from Switzerland and into the gloves of Vargas. Who's in Die arriving. Five, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 23. 23 goals scored in this round. 7 in the first half. The rest have been in the second half. So that just tells you how many late goals we've had so far. What a save. Yeah, brilliant. Got down low there. Did Vargas. And he has been one of the best keepers at this World Cup so far, in my opinion. Real solid pair of gloves. And of course, Unai Simon with 5 clean sheets so far at this year's World Cup. He does lead the Golden Glove race. But with Belgium and how they played, and Spain having to play them next, you never know if that will be undone. Colombia on the attack. Luis Diaz is a box and went for a shot, but it was blocked well by Alvedi. Diaz takes the long route round into midfield. Puerta waiting. Finds Lerma instead, out to the right. Munoz, cross in. And appeals for a penalty there for Colombia. Suarez hits the deck, but referee says goal kick and let's get on with it. Floated in there. And no, never a pen. Both players are bad as each other there. No penalty. From the goal kick, they go short. Pressure in there from Luis Suarez. Long ball forward. Up towards Mbolo. It's worked out well. Now players on the right hand side looking to add to this attack. Zakaria goes back across midfield. Colombia getting numbers back. Freuler. Left hand side. Jasari to Rodriguez, ball in, goes all the way through to the far side, and Zakaria was arriving, but Majica got there first. How many pounds is a normal Swans game? About £18, I'd say, mate. About £18. Around that, on average, I'd say £18. It depends who the opposition is. That's how they decide to charge it now, based on the opposition. So the better the opposition, the more expensive the ticket, which could go up to about £30. 32 I think it was last season for Wrexham. And then the cheapest games are about, what, £15? 14 maybe. Colombia trying to get forward there. One back by Switzerland. Both sides are able to throw a punch, but it just gets dodged from the other side. And Switzerland, they're looking for the knockout blow in this one. Brilliant tackle there from Davinson Sanchez, and wins the ball back once again for Colombia. Honestly, not been the greatest match for the neutral or for entertainment, but you can see both sides have got it within them to win this match. Suarez, first thing he's really done in this match, and he's done really well to hold that ball up into midfield. Majica on the left now. Out to the right hand side. Arias on the ball. So it is a bit like walking football out there. Brilliant pass towards Suarez, and that's a poor ball into the box, and referee says Lionel's got his flag up. Let's pause play there. 10 minutes before the break here in Vancouver. Mine is 5,000 diner. Wow. In pounds, it's like £8. Oh, right. Never mind. How is 5,000 diamonds only £8? That's crazy. It just sounds like such a big number, to be fair, though. £8. That's very good. That's very good, mate. Do you go to many games? For Zawara game? Nice, man. Love that. Yeah, do you go to many games? Let us know. Ball in midfield, out to far side. What would a season ticket cost for that club, mate, for Zawara? Arias wins it well in midfield, tries to play out to the left-hand side up towards Suarez, but it's intercepted there by Frula. Elvedi finds a Kanji, stuck in two minds and finds two players at the same time, but Switzerland able to carry on with possession here. Xhaka, Elvedi again. Like to subscribe exactly. Thank you very much, Skrinson. Skrinson 2, in fact. Thank you very much. Akanji. Up it goes the pitch here. Freuler. Cuts back. That's not me trying to say the game's boring. I've been yawning for about the last hour, to be fair. 37 minutes on the clock. 20 to 10. Here in the UK, in Canada. It's a nice sunny day there. And one back in midfield. Switzerland have committed quite a lot of players. It's Colombia on the left-hand side. Luis Diaz in a foot race, but Elvedi had a big head start and he gets to that ball first. And what temperature is it in this one? Between Switzerland, 23 degrees. So nothing crazy, is it? 23 degrees, pretty standard. Especially for that neck of the woods. Gone to 4 games. Nice, man. Love that. Love that for you, mate. Cello. Won all of our... mate, you got a good record. You're a good luck charm. You'll have to go to more if you can. Majika. Back it goes. And a massive thank you to everyone watching at the moment. It goes a long, long way in supporting the channel. And I do really appreciate it. Thank you very much for choosing Goals Galore to have the coverage of this one. Ball up towards Suarez. Elvedi allowed to get there first. Akanji mistimes his jump. And he's nicked up the ball. Rodriguez here for Colombia. Unselfish of him. Finds Luis Diaz. Drops the shoulder. Shot blocked. Red Wall of Switzerland stood strong there. Out to the right again here for Colombia. Munoz into the box. Suarez across, and the acrobatics come out from Luis Diaz. And just couldn't make connection with the ball. Drops edge of the box for Puerta, but that one's sliced. And I think it's gone for a corner, Colombia. It has indeed. And Luis Diaz, if that had come off, that would have been very special for Colombia. Was flying mid-air. And it's a bit like the Michael Elise against... who was that against now? Against Sweden, wasn't it? Where he did make connection to that one. Short corner then. And it goes out for yet another corner. Arias there. Colombia is kind of cooking. Yeah, they're looking now the more dominant force before half-time. Just 6 minutes before the break. Plus about 4 hours on, I'd reckon. 3-4. But it is looking a close game up to this stage in this match. Arias there, trying to cut back, and Zahari got a touch. But then Arias got a touch as well, so it might actually be overturned by VAR for a goal kick. I think it will be. So instead, goal kick to Switzerland, and that's what VAR's there for. But for some reason, it's not there for the other way. When the ref awards a goal kick and it's meant to be a corner, the VAR can't interfere with that, which is so stupid, man. I mean, why are you not allowed if you're allowed it the other way? You've got to have it both ways. Cobble. Out to Elvedi on the right. Switzerland being patient, awaiting the Colombian press, where they go man-to-man more often than not. But they've won the ball back here. Arias. Right-hand side, it's Daniel Munoz. Sanchez again. Nice play at the back. Long ball forward there by Lushimi. Majika beaten to it. And one back here by Mbolo for Switzerland. Will we get a breakthrough before half time? That's the big question arising. And Freuler could pass forward, but Too much on it for Granit Xhaka to get on the end of. Too much on it there. And Switzerland started to really do well at major tournaments in the past couple of tournaments. So fair play to Switzerland for that, of course. Starting to be a real threat at major tournaments, especially at the Euros and the World Cup. Of course, last World Cup they lost to Portugal in the round of 16 6-1. Akanji got a goal there. That was back in 2022. But it goes without saying, they always tend to make it at the group stage as well. Well, last time they did. They didn't in Russia. 2014 they didn't either. But the Euros have been doing well as well, to be fair. And they're becoming a side a bit like your types of Morocco's, your types of Turkey. Not in this competition, but in years gone by, in tournaments gone by. They're the type of sides that just get shock results. Mojica into midfield for Poeta. Back it goes and across the back line by Lushimi to Davinson Sanchez. Finds Munoz. Munoz through step overs and forced into midfield. Lerma. Back it goes to halfway. But to the left hand side. If you want, you can watch the Asian Cup in January 27 for Watchalongs. Nice. Ball to the far side. Colombia slide it back into midfield and it's gone out of play for a corner kick. Yeah, the only thing about January is that tends to be the month of exams at uni. So probably as soon as all my exams are finished in January, I haven't got the dates on yet, but as soon as all them exams are done, then if there's any games still left on, could do them, to be fair. I'd be down for it. Definitely. We're in it. Oh, awesome, mate. Awesome. Definitely keep an eye on it then. But yeah, hopefully a couple of watch-alongs along the way in January for that one. And it goes from Colombia there. Headed away by Switzerland. Out to the left-hand side. Switzerland to go forward and free kick given away of Switzerland at the halfway line. We've got a minute and a half left of the first half here. Ball goes back to Davinson Sanchez here for Colombia. Far side it's Munoz. All the way back it goes to Vargas now. Just before the break at this one. Vargas looking for an outlet. Boring first half. Yeah, it's had a few promising moments, but nothing crazy, has it? Let me just look at what we can do for half time here. See if there's any interesting BBC Sport quizzes around that we can do during the break. Of course, yeah, tears for both Messi and Ronaldo this week. Messi for winning, Ronaldo for losing. Yeah, there's a couple of quizzes we can do actually. Yeah, there's loads of quizzes actually. Yeah, we can do quizzes. There we go. Right, yeah, we've got a quiz ready for half time then. And we've got 3 minutes added on at the end of this first 45 minutes here in Vancouver between Switzerland and Colombia. 3 minutes added on at the end of the first 45 here. Probably going to extra time. Yeah, it would look that way, wouldn't it? I mean, I think both sides play exciting football, but against each other, two exciting styles sort of clash, doesn't it? It's like two positives mix a negative, so opposites sort of attract. When you've got one defensive side and one attacking side, it makes for a good game. But when you've got two sides that have got great attacking outlets and want to play that type of football, it doesn't always make for a great game, does it? Free kick here for Switzerland. Can they get themselves ahead before the break? Left hand side, Xhaka. Freiler once again. Back to Xhaka on the left hand side. Xhaka to midfield, and Rodriguez fighting for the ball, and it goes out of play for a Colombian throw-in here. Final minute and a half of the first 45. Long ball forward, and keeper collects there for Switzerland Cobble. Just making sure I'm not going crazy there. Yeah, get your thinking caps on then, guys. Get yourselves thinking of the World Cup, because we've got a quiz coming up during the break that even I haven't got a clue on. So I'll be doing it live, but answer the questions in the chat as we go through each one, so you can sort of play along with it, and you'll beat me, to be fair. Especially you, Cello. You'll definitely win. Throw in there from Majika. You will be streaming the final. Oh yeah, 100% the final. Sunday, 19th of July. We will be filming that one, yes. Well, streaming it, sorry, yes. But not the third place final, which is on the Saturday, but the one on the Sunday, the 19th, yes. 100%. 100%. We will be live for that one. And that should be that then for the first half. Switzerland do have a throw-in for the final moments of this first half. Throw-in. Down the line it goes. One back by Colombia. That ball sent forward. Sent searching for Diaz. And Elvedi just about gets there ahead of him. And that will be it for half-time in this one. 0-0 at the break. And that has been the story of many of these round of 16 ties. And this one, once again, like all the others, has ended at 0-0 at half-time. So that means we've only had 7 first-half goals throughout the round of 16. And I think I said out of 23. So all the other goals have been scored in the second half. Let's hope we have more goals. And, well, at least a goal in the second half of this one. A bit of a clash of style of play, because they're both trying to play the same way. And they cancel each other out really well so far. But the winner to play Argentina. Argentina have no hints at the break of who they will be playing as of yet anyway. Right then, people, we've got a quiz lined up, so be sure to get involved. I haven't even done it before, so mid-first half it has been, hasn't it? It hasn't been all that good. There we go, microphone's still working. There we go, so you can still hear me. But yeah, let's do this quiz. So the ultimate FIFA World Cup 26 careers quiz. So no idea how this one's going to go, but we'll have a go. And be sure to play along in the chat as well. See how well you do. I'll see how well I do. I've never done this before, so we'll have a look. Yeah, first off, has not been exciting at all, has it? Right, here we go. Select 1. The World Cup is a huge international event spanning 16 cities across Canada, USA and Mexico. Approximately how many volunteers have been recruited to help the competition? Wow. Well, 16 cities. There must be a ton of volunteers, man. Is it just for the pitch stuff here, or 60k is a lot? Surely it won't be 70. I think 70 is a bit high. 55 and 60. Why would they put 60 there if it was 55? I think 60. Wrong. 70,000. According to FIFA, who organised the World Cup, these are approximately 70,000 volunteers helping to stage the event across Canada, Mexico and the United States. Volunteers are assisting in stadiums, training locations, hotel and fans. Right, that's fair enough then. Salah went 60,000 as well as me. 70,000, that's crazy. Next one. England beat Croatia 4-2 in the European World Cup match. Which of the following roles would study the match afterwards to see what England did well or how they could improve? Data analysis, referee, commentator. Well, that's pretty simple. It is data analysis. There we go. The referee's not going to come in and say, wow. Brazil superstar Neymar Jr. has had to miss the opening 2 group matches in tournament due to a right calf injury. Which football job role might help assess, treat and support the recovery of an injured player? Content creator, player recruiter. It's pretty. Well, the first question was quite difficult, and then these are just a bit silly, aren't they? Here we go. FIFA Cup 26, largest football competition ever, with a whopping 104 matches played in total. How many referees have been employed to officiate the competition? I don't think it's that many. I think it's 36. It's not 70. 50. I don't think it's 52. It's got to be 36, surely. It's not. What? 52. 50. What? That's crazy. 52 referees, 88 assistants referees, and 30 VAR match officials. Wow. That's crazy. Hydration breaks. They've got everyone talking. These 3-minute breaks, one in each half, allow players to get some extra fluids into their systems. Which of these roles? Right, food and drink. Nutritionist, there we go. Pretty simple, that one. Cello got 52 right. Fair play, man. Fair play. Obviously, how many groundskeeping professionals maintain the pitches, keeping them safe and ready for players? Yeah, there's got to be quite a few, aren't there? I mean, there's what, 16 stadiums? It's got to be, I think, 650. Yeah. Got it right. Yeah, fair play, Cello, mate. That is brilliant from you. 650? Yeah, there we go. There must be a lot. Yeah, there's always a lot of ground staff involved. I don't know how many questions there are, by the way. Oh, there we go. 8 out of 9. So one more after this. Which job helps players settle into hotels, manage travel? I'll be in player care officer. Yeah, surely. And the final one then. Which job role helps find and recommend players for the team? Well, that's recruiter, isn't it? So some of them have been really simple. Some of them have actually been quite interesting. 6 out of 8. Brought it home. There we go. Right then, let's go back to the BBC Sports. Oh, we were on bite size, were we? I just went here looking for some quizzes, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Football quizzes. Right, let's see if we can do another one. England's top appearance makers. Did we do that? Yeah, I think you got a couple. I think you might have got all of them right, Sallow, to be fair. Or maybe not the first one. I think you got most of them right, though. Fair play. How would you do a birthday by Messi? Who am I? New England. Every player in England's squad. Can you identify these 2026 host cities? Probably not. Champions League. Oh, what is that? All the World Cup ones they have? Every city. Mascots. No, we don't do any of that. Hey, sorry, just got to call Gustavo Puerta's agent. Yeah, he's been brilliant, hasn't he, mate? Yeah, he's been brilliant. Fair play to him. Right, we're going to do England's appearance makers. Let's do it. We might have done this one already, have we? Oh, I can't remember. So, with at least 10 World Cup appearances, we got Kane. Did Jeff Hurst? No. Well, Lineker's in there. We got Pickford. Probably at the top. We've got Bobby Charlton. Who else have we got? Henderson, probably. We've got Gerrard. We've got Lampard. We've got we had Kane, Pickford, Stones will be in there. Carl Walker, no. Wayne Rooney, probably yep. Maguire, good one, yep. Harry Maguire. Pickford, yeah. Pickford, Maguire. Think of England. Joe Hart, maybe? No. I think the defenders mainly, because they play a lot, don't they? Stones. We've got 10 out of 23. Oh my word. 14 appearances. Missing quite a few big ones. We've got Kane in there. Yeah, Rooney must be in there. Well, Beckham's going to be in there, isn't he? Beckham. Pickford. England players. Rashford. Yep. As you say, Fighty Talk Show, Rashford as well, yep. Right on cue for both of us there. And Shearer, maybe? No. Lineker. Can't think of England players right now. Trippier, maybe? Nah, probably not. Probably not. No. Luke Shaw. Did he even play 2018? Probably not. Henderson. Yeah, we've done him. It's got to be more defenders. Surely, got to be more defenders. 12 out of 23. Can't end there. Done Henderson. So we've got Bobby Charlton, Pickford, Beckham, Stones, Kane, Rashford, Maguire, Gerrard, Lineker, Rooney, Henderson. Michael Owen. Yep. With 12. It was quite a high one. Michael Owen. Bobby Charlton. Rooney, Hart, Sterling. Raheem Sterling. I think more wingers. Walcott, Theo Walcott. Is that right? I think that's how you spell Theo Walcott. Apparently not. Bukayo Saka? No. No way. Who played 2018 a lot of games? Trippier did. That was. And who played in 22 and in. Who played in 22 and in 18? Because then they'd qualify, more than likely. 22. More than 10 England appearances. We've got 9 more to get. Is there a chance to give a hint or anything like that? Sheringham? No, maybe I spelled it wrong. Done John Stones, he's in there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, John Stones is number 8, 13. Come on, I think we did this before as well. Every England player, though, at least 10 World Cup appearances. Who's got 17? Charlton, Pickford. There's got to be some more defenders in there, surely. Ferdinand. Yep, Rio Ferdinand is in there. Yeah, there's got to be a lot of defenders. Defenders usually play quite a bit. John Terry's not going to be in there, is he? Nah. Midfield, Gerrard, Lampard. Scholes? No. Beckham. Sterling. Strikers Lineker, Kane. Shearer's not on there. Owen is. Oh, this is tough, guys. I don't know whether to end it now and then we do another one just to change it, just so we can get our minds thinking again. I think that's what we'll do. We'll see who misses. Probably just be really obvious ones. Shilton, Ashley. Oh my, have we not? Moore. Wouldn't have got Butcher. Wouldn't have got Waddle. So Campbell should have got that. Disappointing. 15 to 23. If I go home, football again. We're doing another quiz. That did not go to plan, really, did it? Name every Golden Boot winner. Ashley Cole, Gerrard, Joe Cole. Yeah, we put Gerrard in. Ashley Cole would have been a good one, though. Yeah, that he was on the list. What else should we do? Previous, nah, it's not great. How would you know the birthday boy Messi? Let's have a go. Which team did Leo Messi score his first World Cup goal against? Serbia, Montenegro? Yeah. There we go. I need to back myself a little bit more. How many times has Messi won the Golden Ball. We'll go into best player. None, 2 or 4. I don't think he's had it 4 times. Definitely not had it 4 times. 2 times maybe? Or none? Or 2. Yes, 2. Next one. How many hat-tricks has Messi scored at the World Cup? Well, his hat-trick against... in this one was the first one, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yes, come on. That was his first one. There we go. Play along as well in the chat. Play along. What was the result? The only time Messi played a World Cup game on his birthday in 2006. Swear it was 2-1. Swear it's 2-1. Oh, it was. Oh my God, we're smashing this, aren't we? Smashing this. Excluding shootouts, how many penalties has Messi failed to score? Well, it's 4 now because he missed today, but it would be 3, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. We are smashing this. What piece of clothing? Yeah, he would have cloak, didn't he? On the top hat. On the gold. Was it gold necklace? No, surely not. It was a cloak. Yeah. There we go. How many of Messi's 18 World goals have been headers? He's a small guy. Definitely not 10. 5? No, I don't think he has. I go none. We are flying here, guys. We are flying. What number shirt did Messi wear on his debut? It wasn't 10 then, because obviously that's what he is now. Wasn't he 14? Was he 19? I think he was he 14? Number 14? Nah, he wasn't. Must have been 19 then. Yeah, 19. First one we got wrong. Which of his 6 World Cup tournaments did Messi fail to score in? Scored 2018. Scored 2014. So it must have been 2010. Yeah, there we go. And finally, how many of Messi's 18 World Cup goals have been scored after his 35th birthday? Ooh. I think he scored quite a few. The players are on their way back up to the pitch away, so this is perfect timing for the last question. How many goals he scored after his 35th birthday? Well, how old is he now? What, 39? 38? 39? I think he scored quite a few, you know. $12? Oh my word. Surprised myself there. We've only got 1 wrong on there. 9 out of 10. World champion at last. There we go. Absolute genius. I just didn't know he was number 19 for number 10. But there we go. As always, guys, if you've gone to enjoy the stream, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It goes a long, long way in supporting. We are only 26 away from our target of reaching that before the end of the tournament. And here we go then. Second half here in Vancouver between these two sides. Let's see how this one is going to end up, shall we? And Switzerland have made a change. I'll let you know about it in a second, but it's going to be Granit Xhaka getting the second half underway for Switzerland. And Xhaka and Switzerland are underway then for the second half. Who come on is the big question at half time for Switzerland. Hasn't even updated on here yet. Hopefully the graphic comes up shortly. I did not see who come on at the break. I feel like it was number 15. Yeah, So on and Jashari off. Jashari, who didn't really do too much in the first half there, I said. Let's fix this. I think it's better. There we go. So a big 45 minutes ahead of us then. Are we going to see a winner? Or is it going to go extra time, maybe even penalties this one? That's looking a potential outcome as well, isn't it? Ball in midfield. Switzerland win it back and trying to put it through on the left-hand side, but intercepted by Colombia. Puerta. Puerta's done really well in this game so far. Puerta, brilliant player. Hope to see him back in English football very soon. And this performance at this World Cup as well will certainly be alerting some clubs, much like many other players. Of course, Vizinha, one of the big talking points at the moment. Who did I hear was trying and sign him? Was it Real Sociedad? Maybe no, that doesn't sound right. Someone in Spain apparently was trying to sign him, Vizinha. Not too sure exactly who, but Vizinha has been looked at by quite a few clubs apparently. Xhaka out to Sau. Rodriguez now across to Sau. He's got Ndoye in the box. Cross in, drilled all the way through, shot wide. I thought that was the moment that Switzerland were going to score, and it was Sau at the back post waiting. From Ndoye's cross into the box. Good play. But it goes all the way through. Good play from Ndoye. Beats James Rodriguez. Great bit of agility. And Sau, he just come on. And what an introduction that would have been for the Switzerland player. And from the camera angle, it looked like it was closer than what the replay did. But with Lerma closed down quickly by Switzerland. Switzerland looking like they've come out a different side in the second half. They're looking like they really want this, don't they? They look like they really want this. Ball out the back here for Colombia. Out to the right hand side of the fence. Sanchez finding Munoz. Xhaka out to this left hand side, and it's Ndoye on the ball. Xhaka again trying to find Ndoye, goes down. Referee straight away says no penalty. Straight away, no hesitation. He was not interested in giving anything to the Swiss wide man there as he went tumbling over in the penalty area. The referee adamant that that is not a penalty, and I agree with him, to be fair. Yeah, never a pen. Never a pen. He just pulled his shirt a little bit. That's all that's happened there. That's never a pen. Good call from the referee, who was seems to be giggling at himself about that. Gotta love it. Only at the World Cup, eh? Well, as we say, a load of goals have been scored late on in this World Cup, and especially this round of fixtures. Only 7 first half goals throughout all of the 8 matches in the round of 16. Not many games left yet. 8 more. We've got, of course, all 4 quarter-final games, 2 semi-finals and both of the finals left to be played. And, of course, tomorrow, no World Cup football. What are we all going to do? No football tomorrow in the World Cup. It's a day of rest and a day to recharge. There still will be a World Cup quiz tomorrow, though, so keep an eye out for that. Rodriguez, ball into midfield, and miscommunication there with his teammates. And Colombia breaking away, and Lerma driving through all these red shirts. Diaz cuts back inside. Edge of the box now. James Rodriguez tried to take it in his stride and beat into it in the end. Left-hand side, Mojica on the ball. Far side. 50 minutes played here, 40 to go of the 90. Colombia. Ball goes across to the right-hand side. Rodriguez, ball in, and it's gone all the way through and out for a goal kick. Munoz yellow carded. Was it for Xhaka, the commentator saying now? Xhaka yellow carded. Oh, late stamp on Munoz, to be fair. He's not meant it, but it has happened. Yeah. Definite yellow card. Of course, Granit Xhaka. That's almost a certainty in football, him receiving a yellow card. And now Switzerland look to attack on this far side. So, player on the left-hand side, and he does well to work across to Rodriguez. Good cross in position here for Switzerland. Back into midfield for Xhaka. Cross in, finds So at the edge of the box. Kanji getting involved now. Sorry, I'm back. No worries, Solo, mate. No worries at all, my friend. Kanji. Oh, dropping the shoulder was, I think, Xhaka, and he's won a free kick right on the edge. Was that Xhaka? 22. Ryder. Haven't seen much of Ryder in this game. But he was brought down there. Yeah, definite foul from Davinson Sanchez. So Switzerland have got a free kick right on the edge of the area on the left-hand side. Granit Xhaka, definitely his territory. Maybe even too close to Granit Xhaka. But there's a bit of an angle on it. And I think it is Xhaka who's lining it up as the left footer. Hard to see actually who that is. Line it up. Might even be Ryder, the man who won the ball. Well, won the free kick, sorry. Xhaka stand over it as well. Freiler also. Going to be Ryder. Shot. Oh, side netting. Side netting there from Ryder. Not a bad effort. Trying to get round that wall. He did well. And if it's another 5 yards back, that's probably going in. Good curve on it, but a good wall as well in the right place. Dang, nice shot. Yeah, brilliant shot that, to be fair to him. Hasn't done much in this game, and that's his first real contribution to the match, in my opinion. Ref was holding play there for a moment, but it's all good, and whatever was going on in the background has finished, and we're back underway on the pitch. Puerta into midfield. Lerman out. Back to Lushimi. Munoz on the right hand side. Looking for a bit of support. Rodriguez. He goes back. Throwing one the way of Colombia now. Yeah, the game not looking as intriguing as it once did. Going into it looks really exciting, but in the match so far it just hasn't been that, has it? And the last time these two sides met was in 1994. Colombia were running out 2-0 winners in that World Cup game. Lozano and Gavira were the goals that one. Back in the 1994 World Cup. I think that was the one that the French hosted, wasn't it? 94, wasn't that France? Pretty sure it was. Here's a Kanji on the left-hand side defence. Finding Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Off the top there from Mbolo, but in the end it's away by Colombia. And it looked like it might have a potential chance of turning into a little bit more than that, but Cobble able to get it away to Rodriguez. 55 minutes played now. Approaching goal time, in my opinion. How is your day going? Yeah, not bad, man. Obviously, the fridge is a bit annoying to miss the last game and the last watch-along, which turns out to be one of the best games of the tournament, and obviously had to be the day the fridge stopped working. But no, a good day to be fair, man. Went to the gym earlier on. It was back and biceps today, so a pretty good session there. Did some pull-ups as well today. I haven't done pull-ups in ages, but trying to build it up to 12. We're on 10 at the moment, pull-ups, so hopefully 12 by, what month is it? What day is it? I think it should get to 12 about 2 weeks' time. Add an extra 2. Really concentrate on growing the back out a little bit more. And a biceps is always really fun to train, isn't it? So, bit of cardio afterwards. Loads of fun. But yeah, good session today though, to be fair. Really good session. Let me know how your day's gone, Salo. Rodriguez. Back to Xhaka. Rodriguez again. Trying to get through. I do indeed go to Swans. Well, most of them actually. Well, sometimes I go with one of my friends. So sometimes I go with a lot of friends. It just depends on the game, really. Some I go on my own, some I'm with people. All depends, really. All depends. Mostly on the opposition. If it's a boring game and my mates are busy, then they don't tend to come. But if it's a big game, then yeah, they'll all come. There's a good group of us. What about you, mate? Ball at the back for Vargas. Now Sanchez finds Munoz. Lerma over the top, finding James Rodriguez. Good touch from the chest there. Down it goes, searching for Luis Suarez and beaten to it by Kanji. Poor pass back to Cobble. Cobble has to stretch and really nervy moment there for Switzerland. Welcome in Flame, how are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Good, my dad. Nice, man. Nice, love that. I think a lot of people do, to be fair. How are we doing, Flames, though? Great to have you in here. Thank you for joining. Zakaria on the far side. Got Majika to beat. Or Mahika, however it's pronounced. But hopefully got it right one of them times. Far side. Cross blocked and Colombia able to get that one away. Approaching the hour mark. Free given away of Colombia there. Luis Diaz, the man fouled. Yellow card given away Switzerland. And this game's starting now to grow its legs. 10 minutes before the hydration break, then we'll have final 20. I think the final 20 is where we'll see a goal. I don't see us having a goal in the next 10 minutes. But after that, I think we might. Potentially. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. So, Denis Zakaria is in the referee's book now. From that one. Free kick, yeah. Right decision. Doing good, mate. How are you doing at the moment? What do you think of the World Cup so far? I'm doing well, man. Thank you very much for asking. You might have seen it on the community tab. We couldn't do the latest game, Argentina versus Egypt, because my fridge ended up breaking. So obviously that was first priority. And it turns out to be one of the best games of the World Cup so far, the Argentina game against Egypt. So gutted about that, really. Ball over the top, blocked. Rodriguez still in the middle and shot is tame and into keeper's gloves. Thoughts of the World Cup so far have been really interesting, mate. A lot of people not a fan of it, but I've really enjoyed it. Just not had that maybe nostalgic look on it. But still, it has been good and entertaining, and I've really enjoyed it, even though Wales aren't in it. But I think winners probably be France, but I'm thinking maybe a France-Colombia or France-England final, one of them, because England now are going to have a lot of confidence from that last one, but right back's the only concern for them, really, isn't it? Let's see if they can carry that on. Big game against Norway as well. Morocco even could beat France, so Spain could beat France. Literally, it's so up in the air. Anything could happen. Second half is better than the first. Oh, 100%, mate. 100% looking good now, second half. First half, both sides are scared to take any big risks, wouldn't they? But in this second half, the risks are starting to be taken. 30 minutes to go. Suarez wins Colombia. Free kick. Switzerland fans not happy with that decision. But I mean, Akanji's got both his arms around him. Drags him to the floor. What does he expect? Clear foul. So silly from Akanji. A player of his quality as well. In midfield is Jefferson Lerma. Left hand side finds Luis Diaz. Diaz got Mahika with him. He's now used towards the corner, and it goes. Poor delivery. Elvedi easily gets that one away. Kept in play on the far side, I think. Nope, throw in. Colombia. Ref said it did in fact go out to play. Ball in again. Flick through. Offside this time. Yeah, still got wheels on in it, honestly. Think we could have done well under Bellamy. Yeah, I think so too, to be fair. I think would have got at the group stage, and then who did Bosnia play? USA. I think probably would have lost that game as well, to be fair, but it would have been a good one. I'd say this World Cup isn't nostalgic because it's in America. I think the stadiums are really good, but I don't think we'll look back on this World Cup in like 10 years and think, oh, what a summer that was, you know. Whereas you look back on 2014 and think that was a brilliant year. 2018, a little bit, but not as much so. 22 definitely not, because it was a winter as well, and that was just a poor World Cup. But this one, it beats Qatar. How much is possession? I will tell you just now. I'll find that for you, my friend. Why is it taking to the Premier League table? Possession in this one is 50-50. Very even. Shot wide. Colombia. Suarez going for goal. Drags the effort wide. And Luis Suarez looking to be a real handful. Yeah, Suarez there for a shot, and he's completely sliced it, man. Completely sliced it. How did he shoot that bad, man? He's completely let his eye go off the ball, and the occasion's got to him there, Suarez. You shoot every day, you use the ball every day in training. How on earth is your shot that bad? I don't get it. For a pro player at the World Cup, you're meant to be world class. Rodriguez goes forward here. And Bolo dragged down, but referee will allow play to continue. Ball with Colombia. At the back. So final 27 minutes of this final round of 16 game. Before we enter the quarterfinals, as I say, my predictions will be out tomorrow for the quarterfinals. Them 4 game predictions. So be sure to check that video out tomorrow. Probably upload it. I'm not so sure yet. Probably around midday, hopefully. But yeah. Are you going to a Swans game 2027? I will be, mate. I will be. Got my season ticket for next year renewed. So yeah, we're going to plenty of games next year. Maybe make a video. Yeah, on the channel, mate. There's loads of videos at the Swans. Matchday vlogs. Loads of videos on the Swans. So if you want to see what it looks like on the channel, I mean, I think there's about 1,700 videos on the channel. So there's lots and loads of Swans. Lots of Swans matchday vlogs. That's what we do on the channel. Lots of matchday vlogs. Lots of Swans content as well. So check them out, man. Check them out. I'd say, well, if you filter them to popular, I think the Leeds one's on about 9k views, which is crazy. And then Swans Cardiff's up there as well. Check out the one where we beat Cardiff 2-0. If you want to go for I think that was probably my favourite one. Probably one of the best days of my life when Swans beat Cardiff 2-0. Matchday vlog for that was, yeah, I think that was really good. I really enjoyed that day. Cullen missed a pen. We were 1-0 up at that point. Cullen scored as well before that. And then Jamal Lowe, last kick of the game really, wins it 2-0. Brilliant. My friend who lives in America thought USA would win it. Tried to tell him, no chance. Too much confidence. I mean, they were looking good in the group stage, and then they just fallen off a little bit, haven't they? So Rodriguez and Arias off for Colombia. Quintero and the graphics don't stay up long enough, do they? The substitutes. They do not stay up long enough. How am I meant to see who's come on and off? So double change for Colombia. James Rodriguez went off. And Arias. So a change on that right hand side, but can't tell yet who's come on. Quintero was one of them, and I think Campaz was the other one. Yeah, Campaz. Campaz on for Rodriguez, Quintero on for Arias. There we go. on the channel as well, we're about to have our first video hit 100,000 views. It's on one of the YouTube shorts. It's currently on 98.7 thousand views. But the thing is, I had to put a claim into someone because on YouTube basically, if anyone uses your content and puts it on their channel, then it comes up with a flag. And you know, I'm quite nice. If someone says, you know, we'll give you credit for the video, that's fine. Use the video, I do not mind. But if you're not even going to give me credit for a video and you want to use it just to build your own channel, that's dirty as hell, isn't it? You know. So yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. So I mean, his channel as well has got thousands of views, and he's got loads of football clips. So I've sent him my email if he wants to get in touch. Otherwise, I'll put a request in for the video to be taken down because it contains copyrighted content. How did you get 2k subs? Man, I didn't even know. Just happened, to be honest. I don't even know. I've done this since 2019 now, so 7 years. And it started pretty quick, to be fair. But just always been one to see it as more of a hobby than anything else. Yes, it's nice to push it for subscribers and everything, and we'd like to see how far we can take the channel. That's the main goal, but subscribers aren't the main outcome out of it. I think it's the community and the people we meet along the way is the main thing I get out of this, really. You know, looking forward to doing a stream, looking forward to seeing who comes in the chat, you know. Yourself now, you've been in quite a few times now, so I'm looking forward every stream to seeing you here. We get all the other regulars, so that's what I really look forward to seeing. You know, Flame, I haven't seen Flame in a while, but it's great to have him in here now. That's what I really look forward to in the streams. Just chatting football to you guys, you know, the sport we all love. And somehow we've got to 2,000, almost 2,500 subscribers. So yeah, I don't really know how it's happened, but we just chat a lot of football, and some people like it, some people don't, and 2,474 like it enough to stick around, which is brilliant, you know, absolutely fantastic. But the main goal's never subscribers. It's always seeing how far we can take the channel, and how many more people we can meet. Should I make a video going to a Zawara game? 100%, man. I mean, people around the world may not have heard of the club and may not have ever seen the stadium, so 100% make a video. Show off Zawara to the world. I mean, that was half the reason doing Swans. I always, growing up, enjoyed some of the first matchday vloggers and seeing clips of the game from different angles, you know, different goals from different angles. It's just so cool. Seeing the action just not from the broadcasting cameras, but from different angles. Seeing stuff that the cameras of the broadcasters don't necessarily pick up as well, like the fan footage. That's why I enjoy it. And so I just, yeah, really like capturing the moments as well. Honestly, the channel's so underrated. It's much more like down to earth and proper than other football communities. Appreciate that, man. Streams are so much better and down to earth. People like Mark Goldbridge. Cheers, Flames, man. Appreciate that. Don't have a word to use another than down to earth. Thanks, man. Appreciate the kind words. I do see myself as a down to earth person. You know, I've got nothing to hide. Always tell everyone how it is, and my view on the game, and that's me, to be fair. And a lot of the people that come in and watch the streams, most of them enjoy the content. Some of them don't, and that's fair enough. Of course, you're always going to get people that don't like what you do, and that's life, isn't it? But a lot of people do enjoy it, and there's no point being fake, is it? You know, I'm just a normal guy that decides to stream a few things, record a few things. I'm no different to any of you guys, really. Not at all. But yeah, I just really have a passion for football. You know, football is my life. I presume for a lot of you guys it is as well. You know, it's a lot more than just a game. It's an escape on the weekends. It's the passion that comes through, the connection you build, the people you meet at the football. It's everything about that as well. It's like Fog done. Says Cello. Yeah, man, show the stadiums off. Show the stadiums off. Just be yourself, and it's crazy how far you can go with just you and a camera and being yourself. and showing people what it's like. And that's what I've done a lot of, early stage of the channel. We did some vlogs of like different piers, different places in Wales as well, places in England, theme parks as well. And really it's just to show people that who don't get the chance to visit the UK and go to these places, well, they can still see what it's like through a screen. And that's the magic of YouTube, really, isn't it? Football is life, says Flame. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it's a free kick here for Switzerland. We've had the final water break, or hydration break, or the third quarter, because it is in America. That's what they've tried to push here, isn't it? Corner, well, free kick taken in. Away by Sanchez, edge of the box. Big header in towards Mbolo, and Vargas smashes into the back of Mbolo. Breaking play here. And I presume there'll be a couple of minutes before these two get back up on their feet. Quite a big clash there between Mbolo and Vargas. Both going for the ball. Both fair, but both had to get there really for their sides. Yeah, he couldn't really do much else, Vargas there. Mbolo standing in the way. Gets clattered into. I will do it, but I'm not showing my face. Yeah, man, that's fair enough, Cello. That's completely fair enough. A lot of people are just interested to see what like the stadiums look like, what the concourse of the stadium is, and around the ground, what's surrounding it, things like that, man. Like that's why I enjoy going to away days. Like for example, I went to Bristol City, QPR, and I've done Norwich as well now, so far, and it's just interesting to see what like the stadium in person, what it's like, what's surrounding the stadiums. Like for QPR, it's just in the middle of a load of houses. Bristol City's like a little bit out of town. Norwich next to a railway line as well. So all of them very different, but it's just fun to explore, isn't it? And that's the gift of YouTube, I guess, being able to explore through a camera lens as well. So that's why mainly I record a lot of the Swans games as well, because obviously every game it's in the same stadium for the home games, but different things happen. It's nice to have a different point of view of the game as well, in my opinion. Suarez chasing down the ball, and Cobble gets a boot on it. Gets to the way Colombia. Let's come forward in midfield. Puerta. Stadium's big, is it, man? I wouldn't have a clue, but it'd be interesting to see. Ball on the post, Colombia, and into the gloves of Cobble. Offside anyway. Offside. Switzerland would have been saved by the official. And Quintero trying to link up there with Suarez. Final 15 minutes of the 90. This is where a lot of the goals at this year's World Cup in the round of 16 have been scored. Are we going to get some in the final 15 minutes of this one here in Vancouver, where the tension levels are rising? Both sides are desperate to progress to play Argentina, who are not on the best run of form at the moment. Yes, they've won every game so far, but they haven't done the last two convincingly. So we'll wait to see who will play them. And either side, in my opinion, will have a very good chance of beating Argentina. Have you ever gone to a World Cup game? I went to USA-Wales game in 2022. Gritzy Bale score in his first and last World Cup. No, I haven't, mate. It's always been a dream. Always been a dream of mine. Hopefully one day we're going to go and watch Wales at the World Cup. USA-Wales, that's brilliant. Edits. That is brilliant, mate. Yeah, 1-1, Bale penalty. And that was the only goal we scored in 22, wasn't it, at the World Cup? But what a moment that was. I do remember that. I think it was, November 21st, wasn't it? 2022. Remember it well. Switzerland going forwards, and heavy touch. Cleared away by Vargas. Both sides just lacking that final third quality up to this point, but they've both got the players to produce the quality. Zachariah goes down. Free kick. Switzerland at the back. So we're potentially going to have an extra half an hour to play, and maybe even penalties after that, because neither side looks like breaking the deadlock in this one. Not yet anyway. Alright, so a record will be set if this game ends 0-0. It would be the 8th 0-0 of the tournament if this one ends 0-0. In the knockouts, how many 0-0s have we had in the knockouts? Have we had any? After 90 minutes? No, not in the knockouts, but in the group stage, of course, we're going to get quite a few, and we have had a few throughout the knockout, throughout the group stage. Sorry, when was the last 0-0 draw? I think it was Colombia, wasn't it, against Portugal? Before that, then was Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Paraguay, Australia. That was 0-0. We had. Trying to find all the 0-0s so far. England, Ghana was 0-0. Belgium, Iran 0-0. Ecuador, Curacao 0-0. I think that's all of them then. Pretty sure. Maybe one more. Spain, Cape Verde, of course. And yeah, that must be it. That must be it then. So this will be the 8th 0-0 draw, which would be a record of the most 0-0 draws at the tournament. Ball in midfield here. And it's Switzerland that get better off from that little duel. And then Doi finds Xhaka. Xhaka out to the right-hand side instead. Looking good here on the attack. Ball into the box and Bolo waiting in the centre. Headed away, only as far as the edge of the box. Switzerland in the box this time. Ball towards Ndoi. Away by Colombia. And Quintero beats Ndoi to that ball. Quintero goes down. Referee says no foul. Play continues. Ndoi picks it back up here for Switzerland. Edge of the box, Xhaka. Finds Zakaria. Crosses in and over everyone's head and out of play. Al Zawara Stadium holds 16 fans. Wow, yeah, quite big to be fair. Quite big. Swansea Stadium's, I think, just over 20,000, just under 21,000 basically. No, I think it's close to 20,000, isn't it, than 21. So almost the same size really, only 4,000. Still quite a lot of seats though in that 4,000. I've seen Bournemouth are making up to a 20,000 seater. They're adding 9,000 more seats. Currently 11,000. Threatening to kick off there between Mbolo and Sanchez, but Sanchez, who now has the armband for Colombia after James Rodriguez was taken off as a sub. And good to see their good sportsmanship between Mbolo and Sanchez. They both shake hands and agree to get on with it. Fair play. We don't always see that, you know. Obviously tempers are going to flare up and emotions running high in a match like this, but you don't often see players shaking hands after a little disagreement. Last we've got 4th. Oh, right, fair enough. Up there in the league then, fair play. Love that for you, Cello. So final 10 minutes then of this one, plus added on time. Let's see if we're going to get a late winner. I think we will, you know. I think Colombia might nick it 1-0. And a double change being readied for Colombia. Well, come on. When the ball next goes out of play. I think Rios is one of them. The commentator's saying, coming on. 80 minutes played. Still 0-0. It's Switzerland on the ball with Akanji. Now Elvedi. Back to Kobel. Kobel on the ball now. Spreads it towards Mbolo. Second ball in contest. Won by Colombia. One back by Zakaria midfield. Looking to get back into the Colombian half here. Forced backwards though. To Akanji. 81 minutes. Let us know, guys. Is this one going extra time or are we going to get a goal? Let us know your thoughts in the chat. Xhaka, forced back. Sao. Akanji once again. Freuler out to the left-hand side. Good play here from Switzerland. And in die now. Yellow shirts to beat. Takes a long way round. And that one given the way of a Switzerland throw-in. And a double change here for Colombia. So number 19 coming on for number 22 for Colombia. And 16 off for 6. So Rios is on. And who else I say? 26. No. 16 off, which is Lerma for Rios. 25 off Suarez. And who else come on? Hernandez, number 19, Juan Hernandez on for Colombia. Ahead of Cordoba as well, which is interesting. Who's usually been starting for Colombia, but not this time. So Juan Hernandez up top. Rios in midfield. Corner one for Switzerland on his near side. It's looking closer and closer to going to extra time, this one. Switzerland corner from the left. The Swiss fans believe that they can indeed win this one. And they can score here. Ryder for the corner. Whipped in left-footed. And edge of the box still alive. Away by Colombia on this left-hand side. And they've got players forward. Long ball searching out to the right-hand side. Quintero. First time ball into the box. And it's just got too much on it. Keeper can't hold it. He spills it. Out to the far side. Offside. Offside. Well, Cobble didn't know that. We didn't know it. And Quintero with a first time effort in towards Juan Hernandez. I think he might be on, you know. Yeah, I think the official got that wrong, you know. He looks on. Cobble out to Elvedi. Final 6 minutes then. We really are counting down the clock. Our rivals won the league. Oh, no. Next year you guys will win it, hopefully. I will be supporting you guys. Ball in the box there. Al Sawara. Puerta out to the left-hand side sheer of defence for Colombia. Downline to Luis Diaz. Juan Hernandez making a run forward. Rios. Quintero on the right. Looking dangerous as ever. Waiting for the ball. Munoz. Rios. Puerta now. Finds Quintero on the right. Yellow shirts in the centre. Trying to low ball in, but away by Switzerland. Colombia keep it in play. Puerta. Ball. Hernandez. Quintero. Quintero on the left foot. He's looked dangerous. Reminded me of the Ecuadorian Jefferson Montero. Ball up towards Embolo there for Switzerland. And good tackle there from Davinson Sanchez to get across. Great challenge. And Sanchez looks to be in a little bit of discomfort there also. Oh, and Bolo, as he's going down, he stamps the back of Sanchez's leg. I have no idea who can win. It's going to be close, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to penalties. It looks really even. And double changing coming here for Switzerland. Number 3 and number 26 coming on. So 26 and number 3. Number 3 Widmer. 26 Itten. Widmer and Itten on here for Switzerland. For most likely Embolo will be one. And Freuler the other. I'd be really tired today. I'll be thankful for the day off tomorrow. And Zachariah, the right back, actually coming off here for... they'll be off a Widmer yet. And it's going up top from Bolo, maybe? Yep. So right back and striker change cheer for Switzerland. Will that prove to be the difference between these two sides? Ball back to Vargas here for Colombia. Final 3 minutes. Imagine we'll get about 5 or 6 added on. I think it's just me watching TV. It looks that way. It looks that way, Cello. Do appreciate it though, mate. Although it is a little heartbreaking when you don't have many people in, but maybe one day it'll all be worth it. If you don't want to do it in the hard times, then you don't deserve the good times, is what I say. If you're not prepared to do it when there's not many people watching, then you don't deserve it to happen when there's a lot of people watching. That's the way I look at it. If you want there to be over 100 people consistently in the streams, then you need to do it with over, well, just one in the stream, sometimes even 0. And we've done streams like that before, to be fair, where the odd person's coming in and out. We've gone up a few, gone down, but you've got to be resilient. Nothing ever gets given to you on a plate, and you've got to really work for everything you want. And that's certainly what I'll do. Out to the left-hand side here for Colombia. Luis Diaz floats one in towards the back post, and play goes down. Referee straight away saying no penalty. Quintero says handball. We'll have another look at it. Luis Diaz, fantastic one. Ball into the box. Nah, never a pen. Never a pen. Man, I wish I found this channel before. Ah, thanks, hello. Cheers, man. Do appreciate it when people give kind words like that. Means a lot to me. And that's, you know, that's for people like you, Cello, who have enthusiasm on the channel, want to watch the streams, want to see the content. That's exactly why we keep going, man. Thank you very much. Means a lot. But yeah, we'll always keep doing it as a bit of fun. It's never anything too serious here on the channel. Anything I ever say to you, take it with a pinch of salt, because I never any jokes. We have a lot of banter here on the channel, so any jokes we say, never take it too serious, mate. But I do appreciate them kind words as well. And hopefully one day it'll all work out and we'll have very successful. But yeah, you gotta do it in the tough moments if you want to deserve the big moments. 100%. And I think that should be everyone's mentality anyway, really. Whatever you want in life, you've got to work for it. You've got to do it in the tough times to enjoy the rewards and have the nice times of whatever you want to do. Pilsner penalty there for Switzerland. Referee saying no once again. Approaching the 90th minute. How many minutes will we get added on here? It looks like we might have quite a few. For some of the stoppages, I'll put ready on 6. 5 minutes added on. So it looks like we're heading towards extra time, but we've had a lot of stoppage time goals scored at this year's World Cup. As Switzerland or Colombia about to end it in extra time. We're about to find out. Switzerland on the ball on the far side. Elvedi. Widmanau on the ball for Switzerland. Out to the far side it goes. Xhaka getting involved as well. Ball down the line. What a ball it is. It's across the face of goal, and there was no one committing forward at the back post. And in fact it was Ndai, sorry. The way I found you is from the Portugal vs Spain. Oh, right. And what did you have to search? I'm just really curious. What did you search for me to come up? Because I really want to know what type of people, like what do people have to search to find the channel. So if you could let me know, it'd be really much appreciated. Yeah, I'm getting these teams mixed up, aren't I? Because Itam plays. Who does Itam play for? Oh, he does play for Switzerland. So in die off, that seems to be the last Switzerland change of the game. And 17 on. So in die off, Vargas on. We all know Vargas' quality, don't we? I searched it and went all the way down. Oh, right. What, you just searched Portugal versus Spain and we come up as one of the streams, is it? And what was it that made you click this stream? Was it the thumbnail or just a different channel? Let us know, because all of this is some stuff I always think about. You know, how to get more people watching, etc., etc. Puerta out to left hand side. Vidma for the throw in here for Switzerland. Already into midfield. It was from there. Oh, nice, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate the feedback as well, man. It goes a long way. As I know then that these thumbnails work, then people want to click on this type of stuff. I've tried loads of different thumbnails in the past, but this one seems to be the one that's working well. Ball in midfield, Xhaka finds Vargas now. Will there be a hero, or are we going to extra time? I think we might be going extra time. It's looking that way now. And Cello, of course, called that early on in the game to say we're going to go extra time here. Cross into the box there for Switzerland. They're looking the more threatening at the moment, and they win a corner on the far side. Mojica, the block there. And these Colombian fans enjoyed it. So are the Switzerland fans. Both back in their country to succeed. And it's going to be really, really harsh on whoever doesn't make it through now, isn't it? Especially if they score now. Switzerland with a corner. It's a big chance for them in the 3rd minute of the 5 added on. Kanji and Rios spoken to by the referee. Finally, the Switzerland corner can come in from the far side. Left-footed in swinger. In it goes. Away by Sanchez. He has been probably one of my man of the match so far, actually. Sanchez for Colombia. Real good. Away there by Switzerland, who win it back at the back. And look to go forward straight away. Vidma wins another corner, I think. Was it on goal kick? Goal kick, Colombia. Because I want to support small YouTubers. Oh, thanks very much, Shello. What a nice guy you are. What an absolute legend you are. Thank you very much. Sanchez out to the right. Munoz. Back into midfield and lost there by Puerta. Switzerland look to go forward. Vargas on the left. Final 30 seconds of the 5 added on here. Xhaka brought down. Free kick Switzerland. It will be the last chance of the match. You had 0 views, no offence. Oh, no, none taken, mate. I mean, it happens, doesn't it? Happens. Yeah, how are you still in here then if it says 0? I don't get that. And referee's not going to actually play on for the free kick. It's going to go to extra time here. In this one between Switzerland and Colombia, we require more time to see the outcome of this one. So extra time it is going to be here. After 90 minutes, 0-0. Half an hour left to separate them. Or the football lottery. Let's wait and see how this one will unfold, shall we? There we go. Sad that I met you when Portugal lost. Yeah. Real shame, that one. The GOAT out forever. And Messi almost out tonight, but of course that game against Egypt was really, really close, wasn't it, between them two, Egypt and Argentina. And well, this one then is waiting for extra time, and it'll be the only game of the round of 16 that has gone to extra time. Paraguay, France, Morocco, Canada, Spain, Portugal looked like it was going to go extra time. USA, Belgium 4-1. Brazil, Norway, Mexico, England, Egypt, Argentina. But this one, Switzerland, Colombia will go extra time. Possession 52-48, so very equal in favour of Switzerland. 6 shots to 7 in favour of Colombia. No big chances. Not a lot to separate them, is there? Not a lot so far. 4 corners to 3 in favour of Colombia. So as we go into extra time, let's see who will prevail victorious. Both sides have made quite a few changes. 4 being made for Colombia, 5 have been made for Switzerland. And are we going to see more at the start of extra time? Potentially yes. Potentially yes. And a penalty shootout as well. Oh, Fridge. Yeah, Fridge, man. Fridge ruined the stream earlier. If only it would have held on for one more day, hey? But it said, when Ronaldo stops working, I'm going to stop working. And today was the day. Right then, how is this extra time going to play out? I expect it's going to be starting very soon. And get any predictions in before extra time then, guys. Who will win this then? Who will win this one? That is the big question being asked. To be honest, I think it might be... No, it's definitely a close game. I think it might be... who's going to win this one, man? It's going to be so close. I still back Colombia just about, but I still think it's going to be... Something that's going to be close. But what happened to the fridge? What was the problem? Yeah, just not getting cold. So I presume it must have been maybe the gas in it or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not an expert on fridges. But yeah, it just wasn't getting cold. So obviously that's the main feature of a fridge. And yeah, it's broken. Unfortunately. But all good things come to an end, and that fridge was a good thing, and it come to an end. It had an ice machine on it, had cold water dispenser on it as well, so literally had everything. It was perfect, and then it goes and breaks. Typical. Right, extra time is about to kick off now then. Good thing we'll have no water breaks during extra time. It's just 2 15-minute halves. Football is back, and football is here to be won. Colombia versus Switzerland, extra time, first half. We've got half an hour left to play before penalties. Let's see how this one will end up going. I hope, because we've gone to extra time, I really hope it does go to penalties. It's just that fun, isn't it? You know, you may as well end up having another 10 minutes. If you have to wait 30 of the extra time, you may as well have 10 more. Right, kick off underway for extra time. The ball is rolling. The fans are cheering. And the fans are anticipating. All I want from you is to remember me when you get famous. It's not about fame, man. It's not about fame. You can have all the followers in the world. It doesn't change who you are compared to anyone else. Everyone's equal. You know, I could have 50 million subscribers. I would be no different to anyone else in the world. So, yes, it would probably be nice, you know, growing up, you think, oh, I'll be famous, it'd be brilliant, you know, money, you get whatever you want, but it's not the be-all and end-all, is it, you know? I don't really care if you get famous off this or not. Still be the same person and still enjoy football as much as I did, and it's my passion from growing up, really. So, but yes, Cello, I'll always remember you, mate. And every stream I'll do from now on, just like everyone else, that the regulars that come in most of the time, look forward to seeing them and talking to them through the stream, and you're going to be added to that list for sure, man. And thank you very much for coming back as well. So that goes a long way. First free kick of extra time will go the way of Colombia. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side, brought down. So free kick Colombia, edge of the box. It looks like a pretty decent position, left-hand side. Can they get themselves in front here? 92 minutes played. Free kick Colombia, left-hand side, into the box it goes, and away by Switzerland. Appeals for penalty in the box. Referee straight away says no. Straight away says no, but there will have to be an inquest on this and a review and a replay, because it looked on first viewing that he caught the man. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. We need a highlight. Real time, it looked like he caught him. Yeah, it's a pen. That's 100% a pen. VAR have got to overturn that. Quintero steps inside. Then Alvedi steps on him. Gets none of the ball. Brings him down. It's a clear pen. It's got to go to VAR, that, surely. No penalty. What? Check complete. What on earth are they doing? How? Oh, well. Colombia have been robbed there. That's a clear penalty. What? That's a clear penalty. What? How? I think it was Alvedi, wasn't it? For the late challenge. Or it was Vidma. But it was one of them. Doesn't get the ball. Quinones. Not Quinones, sorry. He's Mexican. Quintero gets past his man. Then he gets stamped on and brought down. Ah, oh, man. He's made a foul anywhere else on the pitch, and that's a free kick. The referee's taking the easy way out on that one. And VAR as well. That's a clear penalty in my opinion. On the right hand side, and free kick given the way of Switzerland. If Switzerland win this now, Colombia are going to be fuming. Especially in extra time. If Switzerland win it in extra time. Are we going to get a goal in extra time? Robbery. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it, man. Clear penalty for Colombia. Clear penalty. And that's what the Colombian coaches and managers are saying. Has to be a penalty, man. Cannot believe they've waved that away. Colombian manager Nestor Lorenzo, not happy. Davison Sanchez in the buck. He has received a yellow card. Ball at the back here for Switzerland with Cobble. It looks like the keepers might have to stand up soon to spot kicks and see who can be the hero for their country. I don't really mind who goes through. To be honest, they're both real good footballing nations now, aren't they? They've both got brilliant quality, so I really don't mind who goes through. My fantasy's not doing bad here, is it? 77 points. Vargas, Munoz, Sanchez all clean sheets. Cucurella 2. Messi 22 points. Kane and Mbappe in there. Oh my words, we have absolutely cucked. We've done so well. Quarter-final soon as well. Quarter-final soon. Yellow cards, yep. So 96 minutes then. We're about... Well, I haven't got We've got 9 minutes left of first half of extra time. That's the thing with extra time. It is half an hour, but it does go fairly quick. I think anyway, it does go fairly quick. Half an hour, 2 50-minute halves. When you think about it like 2 15s, it doesn't really feel that much time at all. Like, a lot of people just doom scroll on their phone for 15 minutes. But probably longer actually, probably half an hour to an hour. So yeah, tomorrow the quarter-final predictions video will be up on the channel. And be sure to get your predictions in the comment section of that video. We always put all the games into the description as well. So if you want to copy and paste the games into the comments and add your score prediction, be sure to do that as well. Ball out to the right hand side, cheer for Switzerland, and it's Widmer. I completely jinxed this one, didn't I? Because I said it's the only game so far that's not gone to extra time, and this one has gone to extra time. Typical. Ryder brought down. No free kick given. And instead, I think it's going to be a goal kick to Colombia. What is Switzerland manager's done very well at Switzerland, doesn't it? Murat Yakin, very successful as Swiss manager. Colombia win it back on the far side. Quintero, long ball forward, the switch is on. Finds Luis Diaz on the left hand side. Juan Hernandez in the middle. And that one goes out of play from Widmer. So going to go out for a corner to Colombia. Diaz goes across to take it. And he's going to leave it for their number 20. Colombia. Let's see if they can make this one count. So Quintero. Into the box it goes. What a save. What a save. Header from Sanchez, but Cobble was equal to it. Oh my word, that was the moment for Colombia. But a great save. Here in Vancouver, we are still level. Left hand side, ball goes all the way across. Widmer wins it again. So, Widmer again on the right hand side, and that one goes out of play. Throw in Colombia. This one's going end to end here. Big header there from Sanchez, but what a save from Cobble in goal. Reacted so well to that. 99 minutes played. Diaz on this left hand side. Into midfield, Rio shots, and wide it goes. You just never knew where that one was heading. And it just went wide, and Rios thought, why not? Plenty of space ahead of me, may as well have a go. And he did just that, but just go out wide. Yeah, keeper has to tip that header from Sanchez onto the bar as well. Approaching the 100th minute, only 5 left of first half extra time. Free kick in the way of Colombia. Itten with the foul. Your most viewed vid is your club getting smashed by Leeds. Yeah, because at that point, Swans were in a real bad place, and I was basically just taking the mick out of my own team. Because at that point, I'd had enough of trying to like stand up for us because we're just dreadful. And it was such a poor moment in our season. I mean, Leeds could have scored 8, 9, 10 in that one. But yeah. 4.5 minutes left of extra time in the first half. Out to the far side it goes. Colombia looking to break the deadlock here. Far shot. Keeper gets it away, but it's a nervy end to extra time here for Switzerland. And it was Campaz shot. And Cobble just got anything on it. And it was his forearm. What a save. It's brilliant, wasn't it? And another brilliant save. And free given away to Switzerland. Cobble keeping them in this one. Two-hand punch on the ball there. Much needed. Akanji out to Vidma on the right. Switzerland looking to make another change here. Making another switch in this one. And Switzerland all of a sudden are hanging on in there. After ending the 90 the better, they've started extra time the worse. Xhaka. Still it remains 0-0. Run it to Xhaka. Out to the left hand side. Finds Vargas. What do you think of Iraq? I hope in the next, I hope they keep qualifying for World Cups, and I hope they start to really build on this World Cup as well. Because I mean they were in a really tough group, weren't they? When you're in a group with France, Norway, and Senegal, that's just not nice, is it? So hopefully next World Cup they qualify for. They're in a group where at least they can win one game, or a side like as low down as them, or something like that. And hopefully then Iraq can just start bringing through the quality. You know, I like Ali Al Mohammadi. He's really good. Amdouni, ex-Burnley. He's come on here for Switzerland. Who did he come on for, though? I missed who he come on for. Amdouni on for Ryder. Ryder off. Ball in the box here for Switzerland. Pulled back. Still alive. Short save by Vargas. What a save. Back in it goes. Back post. Header across. Away by Lasimi. Oh my word. This game really has picked up in extra time. Offside flag goes up now. And Amdouni just come on and almost scored for Switzerland. Gets his shot away. Brilliant save. This game has come alive in extra time. What is this game? I know it was absolutely... Well, it wasn't dreadful. It was really close for 90 minutes. And now, both sides starting to get their shooting boots on for extra time. We're about to have half time in extra time, followed by 15 more minutes before penalties. I really hope it goes pens now. It's going to be so harsh whoever doesn't win this, if it does get decided in extra time. Xhaka. So, back it goes here. Out to the left-hand side, Kanji. Here is Xhaka. Colombia looking to get the ball down the line, and Vidma was late there on the Colombian man, Luis Diaz. So free given away of Colombia. Hopefully no added on time at the end of this. Fingers crossed. There'll probably be like, what, 1 minute? Just before half time in extra time then. Are we going to get any additional time for this half? Colombia free kick. Long ball forward. One back by Switzerland. What's he put? 1 minute added on at the end of the first half of extra time here in Vancouver. Down line it goes for Colombia. Left hand side. Canones. Rios. Brilliant touch of Rios going all the way. Luis Diaz shot blocked. And the red shirts were squandering back there to help get a block on that ball and stop it going into the back of the net. Oh my word. What a game this is. Absolutely incredible. Rios should probably release the trigger, but not Ruben Diaz. He's Portuguese. Luis Diaz, a big chance. And Quinones. Quintero, I keep saying the wrong player's name. What's going on in the last minute? Quintero for the corner. Ali Jassam was also good. Yeah, I need to do my research a bit more on Iraq, to be fair. I don't know too many of the players, to be honest. But I do want to learn, so I keep a look out for Jassam. Quintero. Cross. Out swinger. And it goes. Edge of the box. Drops for Colombia. That should be it for the first half. It is. Half time in extra time, and it is 0-0 still between these two sides. We go into the final half of extra time, where we await to see if any side can win this tie, or are we going to need penalties? And as it stands, it looks like we might need spot kicks to decide this one between Switzerland and Colombia, of course. Switzerland and Colombia. Yeah, this one's going to go close. It's going to go down to the wire, I imagine, now with penalties. Obviously, 15 minutes left now. But I don't think either side will win this. Switzerland, Colombia. Looks like a penalty shootout will be needed to separate the two sides. But 15 minutes left to see first if they can do it late on. Amin Hussein scored against Norway. Oh, right. That's who it was. Yeah, I'll have to do my research, man. I really want to look forward to Iraq getting into more World Cups. Switzerland and Colombia are going into big huddles now ahead of 15 crucial minutes. It could end one of their World Cups. You could send one of them through. We could even be set for penalties after this. But both sides will want it done before penalties, before the football lottery, before we see who will crumble and who will prevail. Well, the penalty takers, I think Xhaka will definitely be one for Switzerland. Luis Diaz will definitely be one for Colombia. Who else for Colombia? Puerta, I think so, yes. Quintero, yeah, Campaz, and probably either Hernandez or Rios, or maybe both. And then for Switzerland, we'll have Xhaka, definitely. Probably take the first one. Frula, yep. Akanji, I think we'll take one. Vargas, and probably Moody as well, to be fair. Itan, yeah, he's a striker, so potentially two. I do fancy Akanji for pen. Iqbal plays for Man United. Yes, Iqbal, I've heard of him. Right, here we go. Into the second half of extra time. 15 minutes left to see if one of these sides will win this one in the 90. Xhaka and Switzerland to get us on the way for the second half of extra time. 15 minutes to see if there's going to be a winner or if penalties will be required at the end of this one. Let's wait and see, shall we? So Switzerland round the back. No final changes that I've seen during that half time of extra time. Surely, I think Colombia still have a few changes left to make, don't they? So I think Switzerland taking all of theirs. 6, yeah. So 2 more can be made for Colombia. Who else do they got? Cordoba. I fancy him to come on for pen. And Gomez or Carrasco. Either of them. I do think they'll bring on 2 more attackers. Maybe Puerta will come off. And maybe a fullback will come off just at the end, just to try and get more penalty takers on there. Welcome in. Amir, is this real? Well, we are actually here, yes. I am here. You are here. Watching. I am real. We're here. So I think, yes, it is real. Colombia, 120 plus 1. Luis Diaz, trust me, says Cello. Oh, we'll wait and see, mate. We'll wait and see. That's not a bad prediction at all, mate. Free given the way of Switzerland's yet. But hopefully you're well, Amir. Good to have you in here. Thank you for joining. Let us know your thoughts on the match as well. Free kick to Switzerland. with the goalkeeper, Cobble. $107 already played. The clock is ticking down. Looks like it will be a pen shootout to decide the outcome of this one. Long before death for Colombia. Just never say never in football. Anything could happen. And Vargas brings it down but can't get past Munoz. Rios into midfield now. Out to the left hand side. Two sides, of course, meeting here who won their group stage. Who weren't expected to win their group stages. Well, not sure about Switzerland. Maybe they were. But Colombia definitely weren't. And yet they're here in the round of 16. I want to see a setup. All it is, mate, is literally microphone here. You can't even see it. It's moving the monitor now. Microphone though, desk, monitor, camera, keyboard, mouse. That's basically it, to be honest. It is quite simple, but it's effective. It works for me. And then behind me we just got two frame shirts, but for the World Cup we got the wall chart in the background for it anyway. Can you even see any of it? Surely you can see some writing on it. Maybe just not sure if you can make it out. Xhaka, Akanji now at the back for Switzerland. Into midfield and on the turn for Amdouni. Oh my word. Feeling tired now. Well, it is 20 past 11 now. Oh my word. It's going so quick, isn't it? Probably about 12 by the time we finish with penalties and all that. Or maybe not that late. Probably about 20 to 12. Maximum about 20 minutes left of this in there. To see who will be competing in the quarter-finals of this year's World Cup. Over the top there on the right-hand side. Advantage played for Colombia. Juan Hernandez. Out to midfield for Rios. Sanchez. Out to the right it goes once again. Now Munoz. Away by Switzerland, but deflected off Munoz. Goal kick to Switzerland. How are you watching the game on? Oh, just ITV1, mate. And it's ITV, isn't it? Yeah, ITV this one. Not the BBC. ITV have got a nice studio set up in America, in New York. Really cool it looks. Ball in midfield for Switzerland. One back by Vidma. And here is Xhaka. 9 minutes of the 120 left to play. Are we going to get a goal, guys? Let me know. Are we going to get a goal? Nice sub. Oh, cheers, man. Appreciate it. Let us know. Do you have a gaming setup? I've got my PlayStation over there, but I got that connected to TV. Bigger screen and all that, you know. Vidma. Elvedi again. Pass after pass after pass. Have you ever thought of how, out of all the matches of football you've watched, how many passes have you ever seen, or in your life? Pro games, highlights on YouTube, games at school, all that stuff. You know, playing yourself. How many passes have you ever seen made? Seller as a PS5. Nice, man. Same. FC26. Yeah, man. We'll have to have a game sometime. Do you have any social media? If you have Instagram, I've got. You can find us on Instagram at goalsgalore_official with the same YouTube logo on there. The same Goalsgalore logo as the profile picture. So if you ever wanted to have a game, drop us your PlayStation name and I'll be sure to add you. I probably should use the Instagram a little bit more. We don't use it as much as I hope to. Hopefully soon start to use that a little bit more as well in terms of promoting the YouTube content. Ball in from Diaz out to the right hand side. Quintero over the bar. You have merch. We do indeed. And we've also got keyrings. So if I ever meet you in person, or you ever win like a giveaway, I'll send a keyring to you as well. And on the back of this, it's a big Goals Galore logo. If you want to be the best, you've got to act like you are the best. And so you've got to get merch, everything you want. If you want to be at that level, then you've got to act like you belong at that level. So that's what we're trying to do, maybe. So we've got keyrings as well. So every time I meet someone in person, and I have them on me, I'll give them a keyring if they recognise us from the channel. Just to say thank you, really. Token of my thanks. So if you win a giveaway or anything like that, I took a keyring in as well. It's not much, but it's a symbol of my appreciation for you guys watching. So final 7 minutes then of extra time. Penalties await after this. But Switzerland go forward again. Shot from Xhaka over the bar. Over the bar. I wish I had it, but I'm in a different continent. Yeah, I'm not too sure how deliveries work internationally, so I'll have to have a look. But if I realise I can sort something out for you, mate, I'll definitely get in contact. If I know I can sort something out, I'm not sure yet, so I'll have to have a look. Scrinson 2, like to subscribe. Who'll score first in this one? Well, it looks like no one at this rate. It looks like no one. So it looks like we might be going penalties for this one in about 6 minutes' time. Poor at the back there from Colombia. Munoz 6 is after the ball. Out of play it goes. Now we have a throw in to Switzerland. Vargas soon to take. Vargas launches this one into the centre. Headed away by Colombia. I'm doing it at the edge of the box. And Switzerland lock in like they wanted to end high. Away there by Colombia. And I think it was a foul up by Amdouni. So free kick Colombia anyway. Yeah, it's been one of the most exciting 0-0s I've seen. Second half of the night it was really good. It is my Roblox avatar. Oh, right, nice, man. Nice. Cool, man. Vargas goes long into the right-hand side. Oh, gift for Colombia, surely now! Missed. Had to be. And, oh my word, what a miss. Switzerland let off the hook. How has he missed that? Campas. Jaminton Campas. What have you done, mate? An absolute gift on his left foot, his favoured side. And he's just leaned back, put his foot through it. Felt he had to put a lot of power into it. And over Cobble's bar it goes. Oh my word, that was the moment. How on earth has he missed from there? It looked destined to be for Colombia. And now we await penalties in 4.5 minutes time. No doubt there'll be about 2 or 3 minutes added on at the end of extra time. But I think both sides have just been so equal with each other. I think it'll probably end 0-0. Free kick Colombia on the left-hand side. How do you miss? Mate, I don't know. I do not know. An absolute gift. Got all the time in the world. And he just... all he has to do there is hit the target. All he's got to do. And he's just thought, oh, I need to put a little bit more power on this. But it goes well over the bar. Free kick Colombia. Left-hand side. Imagine a winner here for Colombia. They should have just scored and won it there. But they have a chance now instead. Quintero, and it goes. Flicked on all the way to the back post, still alive. And away by Switzerland. It goes all the way to Colombia for a throw-in. And I think it's Davison Sanchez, isn't it? Who is down holding his leg. or Lasimi. I think it's one of the centre backs. And Munoz putting the ball out of play because I think it's Lasimi actually, isn't it? He's still down here for Colombia. Yeah, it must be cramp. He has played, what, 117 minutes? You can't really blame him. And they've given absolutely everything to this. Well, is there one more big chance left? In this one, you always get that last chance. Are we going to see it here? They are the big questions being asked. And assume it. Back up on his feet. That's good. Now can he play on? Yerry Mina looking like he's going to come on. Yeah, so Lusumi won't carry on. Yerry Mina, what a player. Of course, remember him from Everton in the Premier League, but at Colombia, absolute legend. I think he scored that header a few years ago against England, didn't he? In that knockout game. Can't remember what round, but yeah, I think he won a lot for Colombia, didn't it? That game went to penalties and England won on pens. 2018, it must have been 2018. But Yerry Mina on for Lusimi for literally 2 minutes and maybe to take a penalty. I doubt it, but you never know. It could go that far when Mina needs to take one. And Yerry Mina is on now for Colombia then. Number 13. Has he been number 13 at every club he's played for? Unlucky for some, but not for Yerry Mina. Sanchez. Back it goes to Vargas. How many minutes are we going to get? I think it'll be 2 or 3 added on. They won't be long. Switzerland going forward then. Left-hand side, Xhaka. Vargas. Could this be the moment? And it goes. And away by Colombia. Cannot take your eyes off this match. Because it's end-to-end. And Quintero keeps his eyes off the ball. He's distracted. And in the end, out of play. Argentinian fan watching this one as well. In amongst all the Colombian fans. To see who they'll play next. I do find that stranger because why would you be at this game? I know your team's not playing. Like maybe it's just like surely you'd watch it on TV. Sure you wouldn't want to go to a game where, especially wearing a different country's top as well. I don't know. It is the World Cup, I guess. Right. How many minutes are we going to get then of added time? 1 minute. That's all it will be between Switzerland and Colombia. We've given them 121 minutes. We haven't seen a goal. We've had some big chances, but they haven't been big enough for either side to score. And now we wait the dreaded football lottery. The penalty shootout between Switzerland and Colombia. Well, it's coming up next. No doubt about that. And who will be able to hold their nerve is the big question. Between the two countries. Final 25 seconds now. Long ball forward. One back by Colombia. At the back, Mina. Vargas, long ball down. Final 15 seconds now. Akanji for Switzerland win it back. Will they have one more chance? I don't think so. Down it goes though towards Vargas. Mina gets that ball under control. And that's surely going to be it. We are heading for a penalty shootout here. That is it for the 90. It will be penalties in this one to separate who will play Argentina in the quarterfinals. It will be a penalty shootout to see who wins between Switzerland and Colombia. So penalties await us now. Wow. Well, we all thought it would come to this stage, and it has now come to this very stage where we need spot kicks to see who will prevail victorious, who will go through, Switzerland or Colombia. We're about to find out. Let us know in the chat. I think Colombia penalties. Colombia on penalties. Of course, Switzerland at the last Euros 2 years ago lost to England on penalties. That was their last penalty shootout. For Colombia, no idea their last penalty shootout. It might even be against England at that World Cup. 5-4 Swiss. Nice. Let's see how this goes then. Yeah, I think Colombia win. What did I say? Did I even say a prediction? Yeah, 5-4 Colombia. You're going 5-4 Swiss. Let's see which way it goes then. Sorry, I'll go 4-3 Colombia. Sorry, 4-3 because being second to take most likely, they're not going to be able to have their fifth, are they? If Switzerland miss that one. Oh no, they won't. I'll go 4-3 just to be different with the scoreline. Locked in prediction there. 4-3 Colombia. How is this one going to end then? We're about to find out. If you aren't already, please be sure to drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you aren't already. It goes a long way in supporting the channel as well. Let's see how many people we can get in during the penalty shootout then. And who will take first? At which end will it be? It doesn't really matter at the World Cup, but still interesting to see how it will unfold. Xhaka scores last pen. Really? I think he'll take the first one, to be honest. Xhaka for Switzerland. I think he'll be first up on the list. But if he takes the last one, then it might be meant to be. Well, only one side can win. It's only going to be one of these days for one of these clubs. Countries, rather. Mark my words, says Sallow. I'll mark your words, mate. I'll let you have that one. Here we go then. Penalty shootout time in Vancouver. Switzerland and Colombia. They couldn't score against each other, so we have to go to the football lottery. Penalties between Switzerland and Colombia. Cobble and Vargas go head to head between the sticks. But who will step up first? It's a horrible moment if you lose. It's a brilliant way to win. It's the best way to win. You'd have to say, that's for sure. Here we go then. Both sides in a huddle, saying their last words before the shootout begins. They will know the takers. Yeah, you gotta hit the target. If the keeper saves it, he has to make a big save to save it. But pick your spot, head over the ball, smash it, get it on target, and you're probably going to score. But of course, these days, keepers do so much more research than we can even imagine, really. This is my first World Cup. Oh, wow, fair play to you, man. Fair play to Xhaka and Sanchez, the two captains at full time. Will decide to go first or second and what end. Sanchez asking the question of what end they want this to be taken. And Sanchez asking the keeper as well what end he wants it to be taken. And Sanchez asks his goalkeeper which end. I think Colombia first then, aren't they? I think Colombia are first. Sanchez had to ask his goalkeeper what he would prefer. Honestly, these two have been so close, and this is probably the only way to separate them. Well, evidently it is. It's going to be the end where all the Colombia fans are, and Colombia are going to shoot first. There's a small section up there of red where the Switzerland fans are. But Colombia will go first in this shootout then. Here we go. Quintero steps up first for Colombia. He was a late substitute in the match, coming on in the 66th minute. The number 20 for Colombia. A chance now to put his country ahead as they look to score first. Vargas And Cobble being explained the rules from the referee, saying to stay on your line, otherwise we'll have some retakes if you save it and you're not on your line. And Cobble, who's had a good game against Quintero, who looked lively when he come on. Here we go. Nah, Cello Swans are miles better than Cardiff. Miles better. Come on. First pen then. Quintero versus Cobble. Quintero for Colombia. Number 20. Schools down the middle. It's a good one. And it's a 1-0 lead for Colombia. 1 from 1 for them. That's all they could do is score. And they did indeed score. 1-0 Colombia. They are the ones taking first here. Quintero smashes the back of the net. 1-0 Colombia. Well, at least we finally had a goal scored at this year's World Cup between Switzerland and Colombia. And next up then for Switzerland is going to be Granit Xhaka, the captain. What a year he's had at Sunderland. I did think he was going to take the first one. And he is going to. He usually scores penalties. Will the pressure get to him? Against Vargas, I think he scores this, Xhaka. At the Colombian end of the stadium. A few Switzerland fans mixed in there. Xhaka for Switzerland. The man with the captain's armband. Xhaka! In it goes. 1-1 in the shootout. Keeper got a glove to it. But Xhaka does score. Second penalty then. Yeah, the power on it is enough. Keeper guesses exactly right, but gets a touch which goes into the top corner, and that's about it. Almost saved. Yeah, close there from the keeper of Vargas and Colombia. And Colombia next to step forward is number 23. He's seen Xhaka go forward, the captain of Switzerland, and now he said, it's my turn. Let me set an example for my country. Davinson Sanchez, captain of Colombia after James Rodriguez went off. Can they go back in front and make it 2 from 2? The ex-Tottenham player up against Cobble in goal. Cobble, of course, had a good match as well. Sanchez with the armband. He's just seen the Swiss captain do what he hopes to do now. That's hit the back of the net. Sanchez against Cobble. For Colombia. Sanchez, slow run up. Now he speeds up. He's at the bar. And he's missed. Did it cross the line? No, it didn't. He's missed. He's hit the bar and Davinson Sanchez went for power. And he's gone over. Oh my word. It hits the line as well. Doesn't cross the line. Ref's watch didn't buzz. No, it doesn't cross the line. Wow. First miss of the shootout. It's Sanchez of Colombia who couldn't handle the pressure. And now Switzerland have a chance to take the advantage. Can they live up to the pressure? It's Amdouni, ex-Burnley, great professional and great player as well. Let's see if he can convert here. Or can Vargas save Colombia? Andoni from the spot into the corner. Brilliant penalty. And Switzerland have the lead here. 2-1. Brilliant penalty. Slotted away. Keeper goes the wrong way. Brilliant penalty for Andoni. Cool as you like. Absolutely brilliant. Walked up. Strolled up to the ball. Smacked it into the bottom right hand corner. Cool as you like. Right then. The third penalty for Colombia. They need to score this one to keep the pressure on, don't they? And it's number 21. Campas. He should have won the game in extra time, Campas. And now he's got a chance to get them level with their third kick on the shootout for Colombia. Campas for Colombia. Scores, goes under the keeper. Just about under the keeper. It's 2-2 Campas. He gets lucky with that one. He is very lucky with that one. But 2-2. Pressure back on Switzerland, who have a penalty in hand. 2-2. Switzerland with a penalty more to take. And it will be Akanji, the centre-back for Switzerland. I did say I'd fancied him for a penalty. And I do think he'll score. Manuel Akanji, ex-Man City, now at Inter Milan. Can he convert past Vargas? Or can Vargas get Colombia back into this tie? Akanji, right-footed. Short run-up. Akanji for Switzerland. Over the bar it goes. And he's missed the third shot. And from 3 taken each, it's 2-2. Wow. It was just like Gabriel's at the Champions League final. He's got under it too much. And just like Sanchez, but this time over the bar. It's like they're trying to do the crossbar challenge to centre-halves. Two, 3 taken each. Now chance for Juan Hernandez of Colombia to take Colombia's lead. Hernandez, deep breath, right-footed shot. Colombia and Hernandez saved again. Cobble, the hero from that one. Neither side wants to win this one. Neither side can score. A big save, that one, from Cobble. And Switzerland with the advantage yet again. If they can score this one to go 3-2 up with a penalty left to take each. What a save. Juan Hernandez picked his spot, but Cobble knew exactly where he's going and made a brilliant save. Switzerland's 4th. And a real big penalty in the tie now. They need to score this. Switzerland penalty. Number 26 for them. Items scores. Down the middle it goes. And Switzerland lead 3-2 in the shootout with 1 shot left each. So if Colombia miss this, they're out of the World Cup. He has to score for Colombia. Who will it be stepping forward? If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe as well. It could be all done now if this one does not hit the back of the net. And for Colombia stepping up, who's it going to be? It's going to be Luis Diaz. It had to be. Luis Diaz, one of the best that Colombia have seen, but he has to score this one. Otherwise, Switzerland go through to play Argentina. Luis Diaz. Number 7 on his back. A whole country on his back. Wanting him to hit the back of the net here. Can he rise up to the pressure? Diaz, stutter in the run-up. Scores. Calm as you like. Diaz doesn't miss. And now, Vargas needs to save it to keep the dream alive for Colombia. Vargas, it all comes down to him. And the final taker of Switzerland. How are your nerves at a World Cup round of 16 match? Score and you get to play Argentina in the quarter-final for Switzerland. It will be no other than Vargas. The script was written. Ruben Vargas, the 27-year-old, steps forward. He has to score. Vargas versus Vargas. The finale of this penalty shootout. Score. Switzerland play Argentina in the quarterfinals and Colombia go out. How is your nerve? How is your bottle? Vargas versus Vargas. Who will prevail victorious? 17 on his back. All in red to send them through. Vargas, deep breath, starts to run up. A few stutters. He scored. And they're through. Switzerland keep on going at this year's World Cup. And they've knocked out Colombia. Switzerland will play Argentina in the next one. What an end to this one it has been. So the quarterfinals are confirmed. The game is over. We are finished here. Wow, Switzerland do the business on penalties. Heartbreak for the South Americans, Colombia. It looked like they could go even further, but it wasn't meant to be. And now, the quarterfinals are confirmed. France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Argentina, Switzerland are the quarterfinals. The last eight at this year's World Cup. And 4-3 Switzerland on penalties it is. There we have it. The final 8 games left to be played. And Switzerland will be a part of it. Commiserations to Colombia, who were brilliant this tournament. Topped the group ahead of Portugal. Beat Ghana, but could not get past Switzerland. They had the chance as well late on in the match, didn't they? Colombia. And you look back on that chance they had very late on in the match where they had to score really. And it was, who was it again? Campers, 115 minutes, he has to score and he doesn't. And they'll look back on that. They dominated the stats in terms of shooting and attacking, but Switzerland go through. Switzerland will be in the quarterfinals, the last 8 at this year's World Cup. Congratulations to Switzerland as well. Luis Diaz and James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez, surely that is him done with Switzerland, with Colombia now. 34, he'll be 38 at the next World Cup. It's tough to see, man. James Rodriguez, what an icon of the game. Luis Diaz, he'll still have another World Cup in him. But probably only one more. And in the end, devastation for Colombia. Celebration for Switzerland. That is the lottery. The penalty shootout. The football lottery. And it has ended the right way for Switzerland as they win 4-3 on pens. A massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in for this stream. If you have enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next and very soon, guys. So, I'm not sure tomorrow will be the... Well, I am sure tomorrow will be the quarterfinal prediction video. Check that one out as well as the daily World Cup quiz. But the next watch along, maybe Friday, not sure yet. But definitely, if not Friday, then the next watch along after that will be Tuesday 14th, 8 o'clock, France and Morocco versus Spain, Belgium, and then Wednesday and then Sunday for the final. So I'm not sure if we can do any of the quarterfinal ones. If we can, I'll let you know. If we can't, I apologise in advance. But as it stands, the next definite watch along will be next Tuesday. A week today, actually. There we go. Luis Diaz in tears. A lot of Colombia are. And there we go. Thank you for that watch the stream. And I will see you in the next and very soon, guys. If you have enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Stay safe. Goodbye.